But I am ready. I don't know if you guys are ready. Looks like Blue's ready. How you doing, Blue? We had a lousy day of fishing yesterday. The first lake we went to, we had like one bite, got nothing. Went to the second lake, started raining, we had some lunch, it rained some more, we realized it's not gonna stop, so we went home. Although, there was we saw a guy that had like 5 fish, but we talked to a family that was, well, I guess, I don't know if they were family, the guy and a girl that had like 2 dogs, but anyways, they said they had been there since 9 a.m. and they caught nothing. It's like around noonish, so yikes. Probably good that we ended up leaving and going back home. So long drive, quite a bit of fishing for nothing in the rain. We had our picnic partially in the rain. We got kind of wet, but you know. We ended up having to go back to the car because it was just raining so hard. I was gonna have a soggy sandwich and soggy chips. You guys didn't want that. All right, so today, well, that's the basic stuff out of the way. Let's get the intro started so we can officially things rolling. Hey everybody, it's Wild, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today we are fighting the Gibbering Prophet, which might be the worst name I've ever heard for a boss in a video game in my life, but that's what the devs decided to call it. As to what we're doing after that, it kind of depends. So the reason we're doing the Gibbering Prophet is because we have Silence in the Crypts from last time. So we did a quest to get Silence in the Crypts, so we have extra damage. The Resolve XP obviously doesn't help, but we've got extra damage. I also have a notes set up for what team I want to go in with this on, and we decided we're actually gonna kind of pivot, and instead of running RNG Dodge, we're bringing Derville for a guard. Now, it's a little bit nerve-wracking because Derville was on the team that I was bringing into the Cove. One of the reasons is when it comes to the Cove, specifically with the Beguiling Siren, I should say the Siren, not just the Cove, but with the Siren is she possesses people and has them attack allies, and he was mostly going to be guarding with his unique item, the shield, where he could just kind of sit in the back and, yeah, just kind of do things. It could change positions, so maybe that's not the best idea for him. But there's something else that gives you less damage, the Tough Ring. Right, so this gives you more HP, protection, a little more stress, but you also do less damage. So it's a way to get a unit in there that has stun, that has protection, that has team buffs, but they themselves aren't going to be like blowing up the team if they get possessed. So I think he would be phenomenal for frontlining, perhaps with this ring. Or we could put him in the back for protection. I think having him in the front so we can rely on the stun, and he can just have less damage, we could really just jack up his HP with something like this, and the heart that we just got too, right? Bleed resistance too on that. So, I don't know. I think that's probably what we'll do. But we'll be doing obviously the Gibbering Prophet first as we have the buffs. Is everyone good? Because I still think there's some traits that we have. Okay, we did that right before we ended, apparently. Wow. Really, filling things up. And I also decided last time, just for the achievements, that we should probably be collecting some things. The tavern's really the only thing we haven't upgraded. And it'd just be for the achievements, which I don't care that much about, but it'd be cool to say that we completely, like, upgraded the town, the Darkest Estate, right? So, I guess portraits are a little bit more... It doesn't really matter what we collect because we can always exchange, right? So I'll be looking for crests specifically because you need a lot of those. And then anything else we can trade. We can do some trading now. And then we'll get more crests. They're easy to get. And then we can get the upgrades here. Oh, right. And these only take crests to level up, right? Oh, yeah, but a lot of crests. Jeez, good lord. 54? Okay, so... I'm going to scroll up. The team we have was Bonnell, Thurville, Balance, and Duval. Why Duval? Does she have something for the Cove? Oh, Cove Explorer. Deadly's also very nice. I should get that locked in. Because crits also affect healing. A deadly healer. She's deadly good with her healing. That's essentially what it's saying, right? So we get this eyeball if we do this, which is accuracy, speed, and less stress in position 4. Pairs pretty well with Arbalest. We already talked about this a little bit, but if you did use this bandana, you're getting, you know, all the accuracy and speed and stuff, and then you're getting more damage. If you use this, you get double accuracy bonus. But with this, you probably would want to just ditch that instead for one of the focus rings, because it's kind of the same thing. Accuracy, crit, less dodge. Accuracy, crit, less dodge is just less potent. So you'd probably just go... So you could either go this with a focus ring, or you could go this for damage. You already have your accuracy here. This is probably enough, too. Probably enough. Honestly, this could actually be pretty good for Houndmaster, too. We've actually kind of had a problem with them not... Actually, I would say it's crit that we've mostly had a problem with the Houndmaster. I don't think Houndmaster misses as much, but this could be really good in position 4 with the tassel, if you could mark. Because that would give you your accuracy. So you'd have the extra damage versus mark, the extra accuracy versus mark, and then you get extra accuracy in position 4 and some speed. That'd probably be pretty nice too. I just feel like specifically our crit rate has not been like super high. Alright, I already have this menu open. Let's start putting stuff on our characters. The blue hairpin, the Heaven's hairpin. More stress, less stress if torch is above. And of course, more accuracy if we're above 75, which is always good. Ooh. I think we bring the candle here. That's a lot of... We really have to have the torch light up if I do this. We could give the heart, puts you at 64 HP. He's got to be pretty meaty. He does have hard skin locked in. We could also put him in the back, actually, and take the shield. And then put the ring on. And have him, because he's going to be guarding, right? So you'd get more healing. Oh, we can't do that, though. Valence can't attack with, like, 80% of our attacks in position 2. Good with that. But we can't hit the back line. And you have issues, too. Okay, we can't do that. Got it. Okay. It was a decent idea. It was a decent idea, but it won't work with Valence there. Into the pot? No, we're not doing that fight. We're doing the gibbering prophet. We're doing the other one. But this will be good. So he's mostly just gonna be there for block spam. So 20% protection, 72 max HP. Good lord. That's kind of nutty, right? That's kind of nutty. I think we bring the blasphemous vial. No. Well, this would technically help. I don't know. It's the accuracy too. It's the accuracy too. But we're not going to be able to stun the boss. Like, the prophet doesn't get stunned, and he's like almost immune to stun and move. So we can bring this. It's more stress, but it'll be good for the rest of the run, right? Like, the rest of the run, this will be really good for, because it's just extra blight, stun chance, and accuracy. Now, the extra 25% stress makes me want to bring a Book of Sanity, because sure, like, this is plus 10 stress. That's plus 10 stress too, but 25 is a lot. So I feel like if we're bringing Blasphemous Vial, 25 extra stress, I want to bring the book. And the Prophet does also show us his eyeballs. So in general, we're still at plus 5% stress, which that's manageable, obviously. And this is there's a lot of really good things here. And for Duval, we bring the scroll. I could bring the map. It would mean her stun is down. It would mean her stun would be worse, but it would also mean that we can basically guarantee a scouting in most rooms, which the last time we did a boss fight, it was the flesh in the Warrens. And if you remember, there were 2 rooms that were just as far away from the start, and we got a ping, and we saw that it was down instead of up. So I didn't have to, I could camp wherever I wanted to get those buffs right when it was necessary. So I feel like we want to have the Ancestors map on. The scouting actually leads to better decision making and everything. Yeah, the cool thing about this is it doesn't hurt. It's just mostly for the accuracy. You get your accuracy plus you get minus stress, and you don't have to hurt your dodge for that accuracy. This is, I guess, I wish what more characters had in general for their abilities. Like, I really like that. Okay, camping skills. Excuse me. This could be good. I don't even have that unlocked. I feel like I should, because that could come in handy. Self-medicate. It's not useful all the time, but if we're going into a camp, it'd be cool. I like that you can just turn them on and off, even when you're in a mission preparing. I think that's kind of cool. So what skills am I going with? So it's mostly going to be in the back line, right? Because I don't plan on breaking the pews unless there's some reason I have to. So Yop will be taken off for that final encounter. I don't think he shuffles us either. I literally think he just stands behind the pews and, like, shows us his eyes and stuff like that. We can take this in preparation for, like, him having a new move that shuffles us. I don't expect that to happen. We could bring it, but if he's going to be in the back, my plan is literally Adrenaline Rush and Iron Swan spam. Like, that's the plan. So... Wait. I disconnected? No. That was just my chat being glitchy. Okay. Okay, good. I haven't had that problem since that talk with Comcast. They found something wrong. Give me a sec to blow my nose. Ah, okay. Okay, so for Valence, definitely bring this. We could use Emboldening Vapors. Since we're not going to be hitting the front line with Noxious Blast for the boss, we'll definitely take Emboldening Vapors. So that first turn, we also buff Bonnell up for another 25% damage on top of her Adrenaline Rush. So that first turn is huge, huge setup for damage. And since the enemy can't be stunned in the back, we mostly just Plague Grenade. I'm assuming you can't blight the pews. If you can, that would suck, honestly, because if you can blight the pews, then I'd accidentally destroy pew number 3 by doing blight too much, and then our Iron Swan spam idea goes down the drain. So maybe that's the reason I would maybe keep Wicked Hack on, is just in case. And then you're all set with your skills. Is there anything we're doing with Durville I don't normally do? Bellow. I think it's going to be, like, guarding every turn, basically, so we probably won't get to use anything else. We could Bolster at the start, maybe turn 1. Can't blight the pews. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, let's use Bolster at turn 1, assuming the Prophet doesn't go first. And then we'll probably just end up guard spamming most of the time, because the pillars fall, like, every round. Right, guys, I think we're set. I'm prepared for what lies below. Well, I'm glad you are, Durville, because we're going below. We want to bring lots of torches this round, for a couple reasons. One, we could end up finding a secret room, but, like, the main thing is we have, like, items that require this torch being a little bit lower. I guess this is really the only one. And it's only 50%. It's not even a 75er. So, maybe it's okay? This is probably overkill, right? For a runes champion? I don't know. I feel like you could get away with 12. I feel like you can get away with 12. I want to play safe. We don't take chances with bosses. Where are we going today? Yo, Red Slaps. Nice to see you, buddy. We are doing the Gibbering Prophet. We have the bonus from last time, the Silence in the Crypts. So we're getting 15% extra damage in the ruins. And we have our old man to guard people with 72 HP, 20 protection. Lots of Iron Swan spam, light, and heals. We are ready. Don't take characters, then don't. Sorry, I said characters, but that's because I was looking at my characters and trying to figure them out. Chances, right? Yeah, we don't. Let's not take chances. Let's just go for it. 12 to 16 is normal torch numbers, depending upon whether you can camp. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, so 14. I feel more comfortable with 14. 2 shovels. You could argue a third. I'm gonna do it because we don't have a stress healer. Lots of bandages. Few anti-venom. Well, we already have a few anti-venoms. 2 should be enough, right? 2 anti-venoms. Medicinal herbs for if we find, like, the prophet. Oh, it does. It does. It has a skill called Fulminate after the level 2 upgrade. You're right. I think it was only the Fulminating Prophet that had that, though, right? I don't remember the first one. Maybe I just forgot. But I do remember the Fulminating Prophet had a skill called Fulminate, so... Okay, we got a full stack of both of these each. I'll rearrange stuff when we get in there, because I don't like how it arranges them, because this was a free item from Valance. The holy water could also be nice to give us resistances. We bring 5, 1 for every character to dump on at the start of the boss or before we enter, and then also in case we find like a fountain or something. We should bring a 3rd key. We're likely to find a secret room because we're bringing the map. So we're pretty likely to find a secret room. There's also a case to bring laudanum, simply because we might run into one of the horrors on the way. Now, given, we could kill the horror pretty quick, I think, because we have a stun for the backline, right? We have a stun for the backline, and then you also have a stun for the front. You should take your stun for the front. Oh, that moves you forward 1, doesn't it? Shoot, never mind. Well, we have a stun for the back. You can stun the front, too. Although your stun chance is a little bit lower. Alright, so we got shovels, anti-venom. I think we have just about everything. I guess we have enough money. We could bring a laudanum or 2. If we have to throw them out, we have to throw them out, right? Sometimes that just happens. But it's pretty safe, and we don't have stress heal here. So...
Finally, resigned to his uncommon corporeal resilience, I lured him to the dig. There, I showed him the thing, and detailed the full extent of my plans. Triumphantly, I watched as he tore his eyes from their sockets, and ran shrieking into the shadows, wailing maniacally that the end was upon us all.
That's actually funny. So the ancestor was like, how do I get rid of this guy? Like, he just cannot handle himself. He does not have the composure like I do to handle the stress of this situation. I know, I'll show him all of my plans to open the door of Eldritch Horrors, and then showed it to him and he ripped out his eyeballs. That's kind of
The
metal.
echoes of his
Jeez,
mindless
ancestor.
tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Is our ancestor like a professional troll? Like, he's like, I know what'll get this guy going. Alright, who's got good trap disarm? We got 80, 70, 80, 95 with the map. Duval's our best trap disarmer for this team with 80%. That's a little nerve-wracking. Sorry, 90%. We should maybe give the map to somebody else. Oh. Yes, Divine Lords, I am here. Touch. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Very good. Oh, this is a boss one, so... Oh, well, what I want, guys, where do you think the boss is? Where do you think the boss is in this run? Anyways, the boss is obviously here. What is that, 8 rooms? 8 rooms. 8 rooms away. Pretty straightforward. I brought 2 shovels, right? I brought 3 shovels. Okay, good. Because there's no walking around anything. We're just going straight. The game's like, alright, you're gonna go in this straight line to the boss. It also does mean that I probably won't... Do we check out these curios first? We should check out these curios. I'm not coming back here. We should go left, as returning later would be too much. Yeah. Agreed. The ancestor is a generational bully, ruining everything for everyone. Unironically, yeah. Books? I went left for books? Should I check out this curio? I don't want to do the room battle. I'd have to walk backwards a little bit. Oh, nice. Nice. It's a cabinet. A locked display cabinet. Nice. Nice. Where are my bandages? We're gonna walk backwards a little bit. Yeah, fights have loot, but we don't have stress healers. Yeah, I'm not really gung-ho to just start fights with enemies right now. First hunger check. We brought plenty of food just in case. I wanted to be as safe as possible. Last time we tried to do a boss run, not last time, but the time before that, got really unlucky with some of the base fighting. Ooh. Oh, man. Good stuff. We got a surprise round. Right, the double stun, plague grenade. This guy's more dangerous, isn't he? The Bone Lancer. Let's Noxious Blast him.
A time to perform beyond one's
And we'll see if we can get the stun here on this guy. Triple stun. No, that didn't happen, unfortunately. It was a good idea. I'm glad I tried it, but... Right, so that's 14 damage. Still not enough for a kill. What are these stun resistances now? It's still not a terrible chance to get another Yop. We've got a 150 base. We've got a 150 base. Yeah, but we need to do some damage to the front line. What are we debuffed for? 20% damage. This is hitting 14 to 27. Pretty good chance of a kill on this guy. I'd use it on this one, though. Yeah, but he's dead next round. This is more dangerous, though. The guy that uses Bump in the Night, is he that dangerous?
The offensive.
Yeah, the Man-at-Arms not having an attack is mostly for the boss, but maybe when we're, like, traveling through. As we're, like, traveling through, he should probably have a move that can do damage, right? If anything, we should put Repose on him, right?
Masterfully executed.
Wow. bayonet jab. Yeah, we need the repose on, if anything, right? Instead of bellow. Resisted all of it. Alright, we get AoE heal off, and then next turn we just all lay on that front skeleton. We need to finish this fight quickly. There's 2 enemies, chill out. One of them's dead due to Blake this turn. Anyways.
A decisive pummeling.
Bones break and flesh tears.
As the fiend falls,
Ooh.
a faint hope blossoms. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Huge. Yeah, let's change this, because if we're guard spamming, if we might have to change it every turn. It gives the enemy less dodge and less speed. Yeah, but here's my thought on that. Turn 1, we use bolster, because bolster works for all of the combat encounter, right? Even if it's for 3 rounds, it's extra dodge and 15% less stress. That even if it's for 3 rounds, that's a great first round opening. And then we go to guard spam. Alternatively, though, we could set up repose and then guard. So we could do this turn 1. Do I want repose on, or do I want... Oh, we've got the ring that makes her damage less. Okay, so... Yeah, never mind. We'll stick with my original idea of using bolster. Also, bolster's only level 4 instead of 5. What am I doing? Why didn't I upgrade that one? Okay, kind of tough. 43 HP in the back. Stun the back line. Oh, it resisted it. Oh, that one's super resisted. I forgot. This one is not.
The way is lit.
Resisted
the path
that
is
too.
clear.
All right,
Require
Wicked
only
Surge.
the strength to follow it.
I am guarding Duval in preparation for her being attacked by Bayonet Dude. And now we can command, since I'm guarding an ally. So we'll all get accuracy and crit. Oh, and we get the damage buff too. For whatever reason, I thought that was just for him. So this could kill. Not quite a kill, but still very strong. We Plague Grenade these 2 in the back now. This one isn't gonna last too many more turns. If Man-at-Arms had the ability to do even 2 damage last fight, would have not needed to use Hellion to attack on the double blighted enemy. As things worked out, you functionally wasted 2 turns on your Plague Doc by making the blight stacks irrelevant. Yeah. Yeah, it does suck not having damage. This guy's resistant to stun now at a 100 base. This is a 140 stun chance. All of us are at full HP, so I can either go for damage. Or I could just go for this stun. Maybe we go for damage now, we'll stun next time. An extra 7. Whoa. I mean, I knew it was gonna hit hard. I made a gamble on who he was guarding, right? I made a gamble of who we were guarding.
How quickly the tide turns.
Jeez. Gotcha.
Death
Door.
waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
We should kill here, right? As long as we don't roll minimum roll, we kill.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
But yeah, the scroll does lower, the scroll does lower our stun chance a little bit. But also, that guy had been stunned the prior round, so he had resistances. He was at... We could have still done it. He had 100 base with his buff, but... $26 damage. That is nutty.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I know that one's the frontline attack, but that's a lot of damage. You have 38 base HP. 34. Like, that's so much damage. Do we have anyone that can remove a mortality debuff? I don't think we do. Wait, does yours? No, it just heals more HP. Yeah, he was still buffed. Yeah, you're right, he was. Ooh. Bolster? In Retribution, how many turns are we guarded for 2 rounds? Let's command. Accuracy and crit up.
Inspiration and improvement.
I could yop. I think we yop. We'll mostly focus on like doing damage every other round, minus blight, and it'll die. $24 crit, massive. Damage. Okay, so he's dead. He's dead at the start of his turn. Of course he's dead, he's a skeleton.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered
I
a
want
virtue.
the sapphires. I want the sapphires. We don't really need busts or deeds. We need crests and portraits, right? I know we can just trade these though. We can just trade them though. And we really don't need that much more gold. We'd be coming back with a pretty small haul. Now he's redead. Guys, do you know the redeads from the Zelda games? Those things are crazy. Reminder, we don't really need gold. You're right. We don't need a ton of gold. But this is so much. This is a stack of 2. So we should at least take that over one of these, right? Like, definitively. But you're right, we don't really need gold. Gold is so shiny and precious. I know. We still got a long ways to go. We'll probably find more sapphires. I'm gonna get rid of the busts. An ornate fountain an ornate fountain of holy purport. Should we put holy water in it? Maybe get a buff? Leg doctor holy water? Does have more stress. Plus he has mortality debuff now, so divine benefit. Ah. Nice. Got his stress down a little bit. Just a teensy weensy. My gosh, already? We just got here. We just got in this room.
Annihilate.
Yeah, we should need to do as much damage to those little ones as possible. This doesn't have a good chance to stun this one because it says 240 resistance, but this one is 65.
As
Got
the
the
light
stun.
gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay, we bolster. Turn 1,
The
we'll
blood
guard turn 2,
quickens.
and then command. Might be able to kill it. For party heal. So now this guy is gonna get to use a move. Wait, what was that skill? What was that? Defend the icon? Is that right? Defend the icon. Alright, well that was an interesting skill. Start blighting that guy in the front. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he just didn't keep on buffing this dude, to be honest. I could yop right now and double stun. Oh no, this guy's like immune to stun. Never mind, we just whack him. No, he dies next turn. If we kill him, does the buff go away? I kind of forget. Find out. Oh, he's guarded. I'm being stupid. I didn't see him guarding. Maybe I like red chat or something. Like, yeah. I see. So if he's in the front, sometimes he'll use defend the icon, but he can still use his buffs, it seems. We can stun this guy now because he only has 65% chance to resist. Still got it. Retribution damage setup. So if he attacks either of our frontliners, we're gonna do retaliation damage. Only for 2. That's probably enough though, right? He takes 7 damage and 9. Yeah, so we're pretty good. We just need to heal up. Defend's not really a replacement for damage because defend means you're hoping that the enemy attacks the hero chosen to defend. Well, that's actually why I guarded Bonnell, right? Because this guy can only attack positions 1 and 2 with his axe. So he has to get the riposte. So, we only did 2 damage because this guy has 45 protection though. So, it's not great damage, but it's okay.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Dead. Ah! He dodged it! Okay, we're gonna do that so I can get my heal on me.
Skill and purpose.
You were at 64. I should probably do full heal. Whack.
Well Well struck.
But yeah, our man-at-arm is because of the ring, his damage is going to be really bad, guys.
So too
Because
will
of this
resistance.
ring, so he has 15% less damage. That repose on specifically on a target that had protection, really bad damage. What the heck is this? Oh, confession booth. Oh, we haven't seen. Do we use laudanum on this? No. I don't know. We're all good on stress. I'm assuming that's like a stress thing or a quirk thing. That's like 90% of interactables, to be fair. Scouting? Scouting secret room? Nope. I'd assume, right? Oh, yeah. Who could have predicted it had something to do with stress and or
is only the
quirks?
first test. Now it must be carried home.
Oh, I almost stepped on it. I tried not to. I almost did, though. 80, 95. I almost stepped in that, guys. I was, like, too busy, like, thinking about moving forward to this room. I even saw it. So this room's still, empty. No map ping. It'd be nice to get a ping right in this room. And then ow. And then we can decide, that wasn't actually ow. That was like, oh no. And then we can decide whether we, like, what room we want to camp in. Because we'll see, like, where the enemies are, right? They're probably in this room. If I had to guess, there's enemies here. I was right. Look at how right I was, guys. Have you ever seen somebody more correct in your life? Oh, that's annoying. So right. The rightest. Alright, let's see. Does Iron Swan kill in one hit? It could. Iron Swan could kill in one hit. Hell yeah, 46 critical. Heck yeah. That was excellent. Hey all, yo, what's up, Eyes Up? I think Mr. Guardian is better than Eyes Up. We are fighting, or going to fight, the champion prophet, the gibbering prophet. If you asked why I went I don't know. Actually, our man-at-arms has the most stress. I shouldn't guard here, right? Should I bolster instead? Yeah, but I'd like to get command up. But he has the highest stress, so guarding anyone seems kind of stupid. We'll just bolster. It's less stress for the team. Minus 15. The Goobrain Prophet? If I became a boss, maybe I'd be the Goobrain Prophet. Be stunned. Heck yeah. Nice. Stunned and bladed. Alright, well that was kind of annoying, but we're not planning on using Iron Swan anymore because position 4 is already taken. So it doesn't really matter anyways. Stun is up 50% to 115. Base on this is 140. Not great chance. Let's just go for more Blight. She might get an attack off, but yeah. What bosses did you kill on Champion, Guardian? If you, like, did you, because I'm trying to obviously kill all of them, but you don't really need to kill all of them.
Vigor is
Whoa,
restored.
nice, Duval. Nice, really nice. Retribution. 14, 12. Alright, so she dies to Blight at the start of our next round because of that.
Obliterated.
Acid. Die.
Death by inches.
It's not gonna do much damage.
The flesh is
It's also
knit.
behind. It's also behind one position. I think I might just do this for the protection, honestly. just to get our protection up. What is our protection at right now? 30%. Is that max or is that just our, I need a bandage? 3 for 2, you're okay. We're at protection of 50%. I killed the big pig, the necro. I don't remember which I did on veteran versus champion. Yeah, to be fair, the difference between those doesn't seem too great. I don't think that I don't know. I had said this so many hours ago, and I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but I still kind of feel this way. The first time you do the bosses, you can kind of skate by not knowing the mechanics, but you're supposed to learn them. And then the second time through on veteran, the training wheels come off, and they're like, all right, you know what you're doing, right? You, like, actually understand how to play these bosses. And then you fight the veteran versions of them, and it's like, try your best now that you know what you're doing. And then the game's like, do you want to do it again? Yeah.
The slow
And
death,
I was like, not
unforeseen,
really. Like, I cut.
unforgiving.
We already have this item, but it is very nice. We already have it. I do have an open inventory space. I could take the emeralds or I could take it. We're not going to use a second one. Like, what are the chances? And we only have one grave robber. If Manelli dies, we just, you know, we just wouldn't have one. We should equip the book. Secure a secret room. The hag fight stresses me out. I think the hag fight's the worst programmed in the game, like on an objective level. How far away? Yeah, let's ditch the herbs. I'll take the gold because we'll probably get more gold that we can stack up. You ain't seen nothing yet? I know. Alright, who's getting the book? You can have the book for a second. Just for a second. Ow. Wait, so the secret room has to be in here somewhere? Because this is a boss run, there has to be a secret room, right? And we scouted up over there, so it's not there in that hallway. And it's not there, so it has to be in this hallway legitimately, right? Okay, I'm not crazy, okay. The hero in the pot just keeps taking damage and stress before I can get a turn sometimes. I think for me, personally, we might come back this far, right? If this fight goes well, I can at least come up back to this hallway, to this treasure room, and turn off the lights. I think that's doable. For me, it's when your hero gets knocked out of the pot, and there's like the RNG of do you get a chance to heal them before the hag attacks. So I'm gonna fight the hag on champion, but I think the strategy okay, we still have 8 torches. I was like, wait, are we running out of torches? I think the main strategy, though, would be to try to get characters out of the pot after a turn or 2. I threw out my herbs. After a turn or 2 to potentially get them out before they're at death's door. But it kind of depends upon what character gets thrown in, right? Okay, so this is another battle room, and then we got another battle room as well. So we could camp in this room, potentially. Oh man, I forgot I'm in the wrong position. We'll set up Retribution first. Nice kill. I can't double stun the back now. Still better to get stun off on this since it's a surprise round and their speed is so high. So we want to try to get as many stuns as we can. Just because their speed is so high. Reckon the best is a frontline damage. Yeah, I was even thinking when I do it, I think I had changed my like strategy, but originally I was gonna go double abomination. Which I know that sounds a little bit odd, but no matter which one got thrown into the pot, the other one could just go absolutely crazy, attacking the hag and then hit the pot when it's time to pop somebody out. And if we have two of them, it doesn't matter if one gets thrown in. Like, the other one can do it just as well.
The match is struck.
Hear me out, double leper. Well, two things on that. One is more realistic, and the other is like a personal thing. Okay, so the first one, which isn't the personal one, leper can only hit positions 1 and 2, I think. So they would have a really hard time hitting the hag, because she's permanently in positions 3, 4, and can't be moved. And the pot can't be moved either. So they'd be really good for getting somebody out of the pot, but since she put somebody in like every turn, it would be really hard to deal damage to her. Second, this is like the more personal, like realistic one. We only have one leper now, because Veral died. So, I only have one leper. We can't even do a double if we wanted to, so... Kind of unfortunate there for us, but just kind of the way it is. Rip for all, yeah. Whoa! Did we just repose crit for 13? Can we do that? Is the game gonna just let that slide? I feel like that should be illegal, right? I feel like I should get some sort of fine for that.
A momentary
Okay, back
abatement.
up to full HP. It's bladed, it's dead. Alright, next round. Maybe I can get like a critical heal on myself. Well, it doesn't matter if I get a critical heal myself or the enemy. If I get a crit, maybe I can get more stress on. Yes! I'll keep this bit for later.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Another problem is that if somebody's in the pot when it comes out, it'll be pushed. When it comes out, it'll push the lepers back 1 spot. Oh, you're right. Lepers are okay in position 2. They're not like, some of their skills work only in position 1, but for a boss fight, you don't really need those skills. So it'd mostly be for... Two's fine, but that would really mess things up after the second pot, right? Hellion would be great. Hellion would be great, you're right, because she has Iron Swan and she has Wicked Hack. Hellion's like one of the best classes in the game. It's up there. I should do a character tier list when I'm fully done. We can have full in-depth discussions of the characters. Am I qualified to do that? I don't know if I'm qualified to do that, actually. Like, I know a lot about this game, but there's still stuff I don't know. Yeah, and then breakthrough to reposition. Alright, I'm gonna open the map. Let's see what we got. Oh, I didn't put the book on. Oh, this has already been scouted. We have to try to do it in this room. Wait, this is considered a curio, not a treasure chest? Guys, I thought sarcophagi had... treasure. I didn't think they had... Really? Oh, it does if you use a key. Okay, we'll come back when we're lights out then. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, they have treasure? Yeah, it was just weird because on the map it says curio instead of like a battle, like a treasure room. That's what was like making it weird for me, right? Like I thought it was strange. Anyways, Maybe it's just something in the code. 95% disarm chance, try your best. If you don't succeed at some point disarming those Duval, which you seem to be pretty good at that, kind of a latent talent of our Vestal, but like if it doesn't happen sometimes, I won't be mad at you. A decently tough setup. I can one-shot this one pretty easily. Nice. Nice. I love Iron Swan.
Dazed. Really?
If somebody just showed up in chat at that moment, they'd be like, I love that movie too. It's probably a movie, right? Okay, my mom used to watch Little House on the Prairie, and does that show not sound like the title of like a horror movie? Like, once you enter, there's no escape. Little House on the Prairie. Right? It sounds like a horror flick. It sounds horrible, but it's like this wholesome thing where they're like, oh, mother, how will we ever get through this horrible drought? Stuff like that. Well, okay, maybe it's not that cringe, but like, I never liked it, so... Bro keeps flexing his vulgar. I'm just pretty animated, that's all. Like I get way too excited with stuff. Getting through a horrible drought is kind of horrific. It is actually, but they don't show like the really how bad it could get, right? 3 damage for 5 rounds. I'll cleanse her. Wait, is this? We should stun first. Resist? It's only 115. Shoot. They don't show the cracked lips. Oh no, it gets much worse than that. Okay, guard is up. Like, it's horrible. Alright, we're gonna use this to get rid of our bleed and to buff ourselves up. I can't... Actually, it's a more intelligent idea to yaw here, to stun both of these. The witch might get an attack. She didn't. Alright, she's dead. Because with 2 extra damage plus double blights, 12 damage, she's gone.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
You just have to bleed out for a little bit longer, Bonelli. You're fine. Retribution. Maybe it was too safe of a play, but... we're sitting at 37 stress on Durville, which isn't, like, terrible. 3 for 3. And it has 25% protection. Yeah, this only hits for 2 to 4 damage. 7 damage for 3 rounds, so if we get a stun on it... I was thinking more stun for Barbaric Yop, but we rest in this room regardless. So even if we're missing a little
Grievous injury.
bit of HP, we'll get it back.
Fear.
That was more damage than I thought we were going to take, though. Equip the book? Yes. Equip book. Got another holy water. We do need crests over deeds. So, but this is a full stack of deeds. Let's drop the bandages. Or laudanum. What am I doing? We're not gonna need laudanum, right? There's almost no way in this room we find a thing. Oh yeah, if we camp now, I open up an inventory slot and we can keep this window open, the victory window. But that only works for fights, not for curios.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
We're gonna feast. Okay, so D'Urville's down to 37 stress. Yes. Nice feast. All right, I wanna get a lot of damage buff stuff going for sure. Obviously we have to use Sanctuary, so we don't get ambushed at night. I still don't know what happens if you don't do that. I've never been ambushed before because I've either always had this skill or we've gotten lucky. But do I want to risk it? No.
A momentary abatement.
37 stress is manageable, right? Like, there's no way he has, like, a heart attack or something. He might become abusive or whatever. So, Sharpened Spear is crit up. Dodge +5 crit. With the Shieldbreaker DLC, you will get to find out. Oh, right, because you have to, like, let him get ambushed at night, right? On purpose or something? Somebody said something like that before. Maybe it was even you, Blue. I don't remember. Getting ambushed is a random encounter at 0 light. Issues with that. Like, issues personally? Bill will be guarding for additional stress damage, and you have an item with plus stress. You think you should put him to 0? I think you should put him to 0. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. What can we do to put him to 0? I don't think he's religious. I don't really have anything that can help him unless he's religious. All companions, if religious, -15, otherwise only -5. He's not. Yeah, I really only have stuff that can help a bro out if they're religious. I could still do this and it would be -20, -10% stress for 4 battles. I think that could be good. Divine light, purest grace, be with us now. All right, we still got 5. Probably be best to use an AoE buff, right? Yeah, I can see buying Encourage. We hardly ever use, what is it called? The medicine one, this one, Wound Care. That would be able to reduce his by 15 if we had that instead of Wound Care. So maybe I'd get that. Okay, so for a team buff, that's self-only, all companions, plus 10% damage. 75% chance for a crit bonus. Guaranteed crit bonus and some dodge. Ooh, I kind of like that, guys. And 1 companion accuracy speed. You take the protection buff? Oh, self-protection. That is big. For next run, buy Encourage early game. Yeah. Rocks can fall on 2 characters at once. They can. We can only protect 1. I think we do this. 10% raw. Well, the damage only helps Bonnell, though. Wait, the damage only helps Bonnell. Because really, it's not going to help anyone else because we're doing Blight as well as physical damage. So maybe we do dodge crit. I think we go for dodge critical chance instead. I'm gonna do it. Critical help can help us with managing stress a little bit, and then dodge. I like, if we dodge the rocks, it's literally 0 damage. It's not something we need to rely on, but it could be really nice. And we could give ourselves disease resist, I guess, for 1 action. Yes, I like to inject my flesh with this. All right, we rest. Blessed with good health for the day at least. Yup. Okay, we're gonna open the map, and on Durville we have the book, and on Duval we have the map. Okay. We're taking those off before we enter the boss room, obviously. Might as well take those off now, actually. Ditch the bandages.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy
The chances we
alike.
run into a horror here is low. Let's dish the laudanum. You're right. Like, the chances we run into one are very low. This is literally the last hallway right before the boss. That would just be mean. The game would just be so mean to do that. Iron Swan, unless it's a crit, it won't kill, but it'll be a lot of damage. Unless we miss. Right, missing. If you miss, you don't do any damage at all. That's kind of how it works, right? Burn in the holy flame. Hey guys, what's up, Jimmy? How you doing? We are 1 hallway away from the boss. Good time to join. Like, really good time to join. Who am I guarding? Probably Bonnell, and then we Retribution spam. I can Retribution, like, right off the bat. I'm not scared. Oh, no. This guy's going to be shooting the back line starting next turn. Well, I guess we'll Retribution, then we'll guard. At least we can get some damage off, right? 6 isn't bad. Doing fine, thanks. Yeah. I have an online meeting in about 45 minutes. Unfortunately, I'll start right as you start the boss fight. 45 minutes? Oh, it's for about 45 minutes. You're starting like right now. What? Yeah, hopefully you have fun in that meeting, but if I had to guess, it's not going to be very fun. Is it going to be more fun than watching us fight the Prophet? You're going to have to go back and rewatch the VOD. Like, you don't have a choice. Like, this guy's super stun resistant now. This guy's still buffed. We're doing okay on HP. Let's go for a stun.
The light, the promise of safety.
Can I get a kill here? Oh my gosh, Bonnell! What are you doing? I'm relying on you to hit. Oh man. Okay, at least the corpse is still there, so he's still in position 4 for Iron Swan. But at the same time, like, yikes. Okay, now we guard. It's only these guys that can hit in the front, so we go for a heal this round with Duval, since we got to stun this last round on that guy. Do I play with mods? I have a mod-ish on, and I've tried, like, the speed mod once, but it was a little bit too much. Oh, I didn't remember that guy could do that. Did anyone else remember the guy could summon dudes up? I've been trying to kill this guy, just keep missing all my attacks. What the heck? Finally hit. Woo! Which difficulty is this? Currently, this is Darkest. They're not doing anything too crazy. We'll guard Valance. This is champion level. This is the Gibbering Prophet champion level quest. Definitely not easy right now. We've lost a lot more HP, and we literally just camped too. I do have more food I could eat, but I had planned on going back through parts of this dungeon, so I'd like to get us up to full HP if we can. We'll see after this boss fight how realistic that is, though. I think I go for the Yop here. We double stun these. This guy's taking 6 damage for 2 rounds. Wait, no, I can get a kill on this one. If we land it, we get a kill. That's 1 unit gone. And this guy can't do too much. We stun this one to delay him, and also so that he'll take extra blight for another round. Unable to do anything, like, meaningful. Protection for 3 rounds, so we're still good on protection. So we'll get retribution up. Chance that we get hit, and then we can just do a little repose. It might not be a whole lot, but it'll still be good. Italia and Durville might be good even against the boss fight. It just depends if I can get it set up, right? Because the rocks fall, from what I remember, the rocks fall every single round. So it depends upon who he's guarding if he gets a chance to even do that. Ooh, nice, nice. He's dead, right? Yes. I'm sure this buff won't last till like when we go in the boss room, but like there's always a chance, right? 62 out of 72. Divine, do we Divine Comfort? Do I full heal him? We full heal and then Valance, she can have a snack or something. Perfect.
Momentary abatement.
Hey, we outsped him. Outspeeding enemies is awesome.
Horrors.
Guys, we're so good.
And driven into the mud.
Okay, I can ditch the shovels. Because, like, I'll go to this room and go back up to this room, but there's no way we make it all the way up here. Oh, and that's a battle room, too. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of the shovels. That could have been worse, I guess. We're fine! We're still at 26 stress. Everybody's at full HP. Life is great right now. Do I want Valance behind Duval? Is that good? I mean, she can use all of her skills regardless, so I guess it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, and I can't take any more of this. And there's still a couple treasure rooms left up top. Could take the crest instead of the 25 gold. We're in it more for the crest now. So let's do that. We have enough gold. We have plenty of gold. Now we need to collect some other stuff. We're gonna walk forward. We're gonna lose a few of our buffs probably. Okay. So this is where we go into battle planning. First, we light our torch up. We're setting battle skills, dumping holy water on ourselves. So Yop is useless here, because the boss can't be stunned. If we need to pivot, I might take Wicked Hack for whatever reason. But it's mostly going to be about Iron Swan, Adrenaline Rush, Breakthrough in case something awkward happens, maybe. But really, the Prophet's just going to sit in the back. It's all about Adrenaline Rush, Iron Swan, right? Durville, we've got Guard. If we can, it would be good to get Retribution up. It's only for 3 rounds, but it's still good. The other option is turn 1, we could use Bolster, because it's also minus 15 stress. So part of me thinks that we should Bolster right away instead of Retribution, but Retribution does lead to some more damage. So I can either Retribution for more damage, guard on a subsequent turn, and get damage off, or I could bolster for stress relief. And extra dodge. Maybe we bolster because I buffed everyone's dodge before while we camped. So we all have like plus 10 dodge. We're at 50 dodge on Bonnell. 35 on Man-at-Arms is kind of nutty. 30 and 30. So I say we go for the dodge that first round. But these are the skills we'll go with. I think these are all good. Duval, we don't need the stun. It can light our torch up, I guess. I vote bolster on whatever turn he doesn't need to cover someone else. Okay, so you're saying the same thing. Okay, perfect. This is fine. This is fine. You're mostly going to be healing, and you can heal yourself. And then this is where we're going to do something a little strange. Since we can't stun the backline, we're actually first turn going to use Emboldening Vapors on Bonnell. And give her a 25% damage buff and 5 speed. So on turn 1, she's going to be buffed up from Adrenaline Rush, and she's going to be buffed up from Emboldening Vapors both. So she's going to have the double buff going. I decided I do want to switch these two. It just feels more comfortable to have them like this. It looks better. Alright, Holy Water is being dumped on everyone. Everyone's stress is pretty good. We could even switch out... Oh, no, we couldn't because you need these items. Okay, I think we're good. I think that's everything. Right, let's do it. Lock in, chat.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
Okay, manageable. Adrenaline Rush set, buff active. Emboldening Vapors, second buff set. I don't suppose we could stun him, so maybe we just go for a little zap, a little tickle. Important bit is that Hellion is always in position 1, Plague Doc's always in the back to Blight. Yes. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Yeah, stun of 140. Our base chance is 140, so it's not possible. Just go for some tickle damage. Tickle. Alright, and then we guard Bonnell. Okay, there's Fulminate. This is the Blight attack. Only blighted Bonnell 3 for 2. 14 damage on Derville. 14. I see crumbling earth, stone, and blood. 14. So Derville's at 35% protection, but we'll spam it again this round and make it even higher. Alright, so Iron Swan. We have 5% crit chance, 30% damage, 10% accuracy, another 25% damage, and 5% speed. Plus, we're getting the this is probably added in that, the damage of the candle. So this has a really high 23% crit chance. Almost a 1 in 4, not quite, but pretty decent chance to crit. And hits for 20 to 38. Let's see it.
A devastating blow.
56 crit. Oh my gosh. I almost feel sorry for this guy. Almost. Let's Divine Heal here. Oh, I should have used the Anti-Venom. We have enough. I don't need to be stingy, even if it's for just 1 round. Alright, so here comes the rocks in a second. Okay, 6 damage for 4 rounds. Hey, he dodged the stress. Nice. Here it is. Here's the ruin. Oof. Ouch. That all I have to say is ouch. Yeah, that's why I didn't need to be stingy with the anti-venom. Okay, I can adrenaline rush again. Just to get 4 healing. But that feels like kind of a waste. Duval can just heal, right? Another 56 from Bonnell. Okay, so I could do something weird here, guys. I could do something weird here, guys. During Valance's turn, instead of attacking, if he goes first, even if he doesn't go first, I can shift positions with Derville. Can shift positions with Derville, and then Derville can guard Duval. Now, I'll have to switch back the next turn, but, like, Bonnell's doing so much work, I don't think it matters. I honestly don't think it matters. So I'm going to guard Duval. So now she will be guarded by the rocks, and then with Valance, we just move. We're just gonna move one this turn. Stun? I didn't remember he had a stun. Double miss. That's all those buffs for dodge coming into play finally. That's rough. Third, oh my gosh, another 56? What do you mean another 56? Holy crap. Bonnell, you're crazy. You're a crazy person. How much HP does he have? 27. Now that we're stunned, we're not guarding. I can't take this hit. So we're in trouble now, huh? I think we have to trust that Derville can take the hit with his... How much HP does he have right now? He has 72 max. He has 61 total. I think he can take it. Unfortunately, Duval is also going to take this hit, and she cannot dodge it. There's nothing she can do. I think Valance needs to just move back one, so at least we don't have 2 people that take massive hits. This is going to be rough, though.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
This is gonna be rough. Here it is. The double dodge. Guys, the double dodge. Oh my gosh. We have our dodge buff. I told you that dodge was so good. 30% or 30 dodge on our Vestal even. Oh my gosh. Hey, Popcorn, how you doing? Tip for the Prophet fight. The rocks hurt. Don't get hit by them. I know. I took your advice without even seeing it. It was good advice. Can we get a 4th 56 in a row?
In life,
47. Oh my gosh.
At best.
How much damage is that total from Bonnell? Let's find out. That was 215 damage.
Triumphant pride.
215 damage in just 3 rounds, just from Bonnell. Like, that's not fair. Like, that's not fair at all. Yo, Miroku, what's going on? I'm the I know! In case you guys weren't aware, I just proved that I am the Goobinator once again. The power of steroids? I know, we buffed her up like crazy. We buffed her up like crazy. Okay, we got Man-at-Arms, Eye Patch. I mean, we can give you back this thing. And then, I mean, we're never gonna take that, are we? Alright, let's go back and get the treasure. Let's go back and get the treasure. I crave pew kills, how could you? Hey, we killed the pews last time. We're doing okay for gold. We don't really need it. We're gonna turn off the lights for this so that we get all the treasure. We didn't get a secret room, guys. We got so unlucky.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Oh, this one's unlocked. Yeah, let's get rid of the eye patch. As long as we don't have hallway battles, we should at least turn on the torch, right? While we're here. Alright, so now we'll turn it off, and we might have to fight in the dark if a hallway battle spawns here, or we could just go home. Did he just maximize his rewards? Where's the guy that gets crit and dies? I don't like it when people grow up. Hey, we'll still get crit and die.
Closes in, haunting the hearts of
like,
men.
this game's crits are so cool. Plus, don't you know, they grow up so fast. Alright, goodbye, torches. Goodbye. Alright, let's see what treasure we get out of here, guys. Let's see what it is. Last key. Oh, we have 2 keys somehow. Okay, I can throw one of them away.
A fortune, waiting to be
Crests.
spent.
Okay, we're collecting crests right now. That's great. I can throw that out and take the onyx. I don't need bandages. Alright, this is what we're going home with. We weren't even going directly for a gold run, but I mean, look at this. And look at all the crests we got. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of crests. Crazy. Fun fact, using a torch on the alchemy table boosts light to 100? I would have never tried that. One of my max leveled guys got double crit to Darkest Dungeon, and I nearly lost him. But you didn't. But you didn't. GG's. Yeah, double crits usually lead you to get to Death's Door. The ghoul is an... it can hit pretty hard. I think the Tossed Skull is the most dangerous because if that crits, it does huge HP damage and stress. And the Howl is also annoying because it's AoE. But sometimes he doesn't use the Howl, so he feels more or less like RNG whether he's going to be dangerous or not. We got the Prophet's Eye, yum. It'll be so good for Arbalest or potentially Houndmaster. Alright, let's see what we came out with. We got, drum roll, Eldritch Hater. Yeah, wait, we got Eldritch Hater on Bonnell? Oh my gosh, she's an Eldritch Hater. She's ready for the Darkest Dungeon right after she gets over her creeping cough. Because she got a disease. She became an Eldritch... Is that fair? I think so. Alright, Valance. Cove Scavenger. Okay. Yeah, that actually works because we're not going into the Warrens, and you are going into the Cove to fight the, oh gosh, what is she? The Siren. The Siren. So, you're even more set to fight the Siren than I was prepared for you to be prepared for. A lot of preparedness. And Duval became God-fearing. Oh no, that's horrible. It's not like I only had you pray anyways. It's actually the best negative quirk on her. I thought she already was God-fearing.
When compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
Who was that? Was that Belle? No, she's night blind. Harriet? Oh, Harriet's God-fearing. Okay. Well, now Duval's God-fearing too. Everyone's God-fearing with me, because I always put them into... Because I upgraded this first. Praying's just so easy, right? Plus, they go off on spirit journeys more, I think, in the... But I don't know. Alright, so Derville needs to be... he needs to go pray or whatever. He has enough stress. What is this, 50? 55? Yeah, so enough. Bonnell, we get rid of Creeping Cough. Either way, look at her traits now. Evasive, quick reflexes, Warrior of Light, Eldritch Hater, and then randomly, like, Eagle Eye, that doesn't help her. But, like, is that not crazy? Is that not just, like, a crazy spread? For a second. That's ridiculous. Well, let's take all our items off. I just don't know what, you know, when we go into the darkest dungeon, what the enemies are going to be. Probably some of them are going to be Eldritch. Maybe all of them are, like, hybrids, like Eldritch Beast, Eldritch Human, Eldritch Unholy. Or maybe just half of them are? I don't know. Is there 3 darkest dungeons? Somebody said there was 3. Red Slaps, was that you? Did you tell me there were 3? I think so. Yeah, she's gonna be nutty. I hope so. So her and... We've put her on the bench for a long time because I didn't want anything to happen to her. But Audrey, being our Eldritch Hater, our fated Eldritch hater, Arbalist, which is just phenomenal, right? So that's pretty cool. My Crusader had Warrior of Light and Slugger. Isn't Courage Warrior of Light? Oh no, he's Unholy Slayer. Not Bogey. So it's gotta be, Reynaud. Where's Reynaud? Did I pass him? Reynaud is Warrior of Light. Yeah. It'd be nice to get Slugger on him too, I just never found it, right? None of our Crusaders have Slugger. That'd be awesome to get. It's just hasn't really happened. Okay. So, plan of attack. We defeated, guys, we killed all of the bosses in the ruins and all of them in the warrens. Are you guys proud of me? We never got this thing. I forgot this was a thing. More damage, less healing skills. But that's just on your own self-heal. Oh, and healing received, duh. That's why I didn't like this. I don't really see the point of these items. The leper has that stupid mask that does that too. I'm just not interested. Huge GGs. I know. I agree. We did so good on that fight. So, we have the 2 left in the cove and the 2 left in the Weald. Is there a bonus we get for doing these? Oh. Lost and Found isn't... I like Silence in the Crypts or Fresh Air in the Tunnels. I don't remember what these are called. But it would be nice to have that. I really don't... Like, guys, I don't want to do the Hag. The Hag is just awful. Sodden Crew and Siren might be tough. Oh, yeah. They're gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Let me clear this out. Okay, so we can't do this right now. I don't know, guys. Honestly, I'm more scared for the Hag, for the Witch, over everything. The Hag to me is like the one that I've went back and I've watched my vlog. Oh, hey, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Guardian. You're now following me. I got a new follower, guys. And hey, wait, my notification worked. My notification worked, guys. I can't believe it. I didn't think that was ever gonna happen. I still can't see it on my end unless I look on my Twitch thing, but it's cool to know it works. But like, I went back and I watched, and I still don't know how in the world we like get through this without having a potential death. And that freaks me out because I love my characters like at this point, and we're getting close to doing the darkest dungeon, and this feels like the biggest risk out of everything. I'm gonna head out, so I'll try to catch you when I can. When you're live next. GG's. Nice. Yeah, I will be on tomorrow, and then I should be on next Monday as well. I'm usually streaming like 4 to 5 days a week, just depending upon if my family wants to go fishing or anything. But thanks for the follow, Guardian. Hope you have a good rest of your day. All right, so we already have the Cove set. What are we running? What are we running here for? I don't even want the Dark Tambourine. Do we just do a lower level run just to do it? Just to like do something stupid while we wait? All Saints Day? That means like therapy is free, right? Because like we could get our lobies up because like we can't do this right now. Derville's in therapy, and Derville, our run for this is gonna be Vernon, Valence, Duval, Derville. Wait, Duval's coming too? Why? Cove Explorer. Oh. She has 24 stress. I don't normally do this. I don't normally do this, but should we put her into therapy now at 20? That sounds so extreme. That sounds so extreme, but we have the funds for it. We have the funds for it, and like, I kind of don't want to take any chances. It sounds so extreme. She only has 20 stress. Like, that goes away at camping. She might be fine. But I don't know. I hate fighting like bosses with stress. That like makes me stressed out. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's too late, Popcorn. I already clicked the button. I have a note here. Wait, I have a note beneath my team saying Fitton traits. What's wrong with Fitton's traits right now? Where's Fitton? Warren's a phobe. Oh, we're not going into the Warrens. That's fine. Oh, he has Eagle Eye? No, just cancel it. You can't cancel your therapy session. Once it's underway, you're locked in. Honestly, Eagle Eye is pretty good, guys. 5% crit on range skills. I kind of want this. We should look at our traits getting locked in, but let's decide what we're doing first. Let's decide what we're doing first. So I don't want to do the Hag because I don't want the Dark Tambourine. Like, I know that's stupid, but we don't even have the bonus to make the wield easier and give us more damage. So it's kind of dumb. And like, we already have like 45 books of sanities, and our team to do this is in therapy right now. So I think we just have to do a lower level one. The Dark Tambourine wants you. I mean, Death Blow Resist is good. But like, when is Jester going to get to a point where his sorry, I'm getting off limit. Let me take a drink. All right. The weird thing about this is you have more virtue chance when your torch is below 26. But the only time you get virtue is if your stress hits 100. Why would you let your stress hit 100 on Jester? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? This is just a bad thing. The answer is basically never, but it's funny to see you make poor decisions. No, I'm not making a poor decision. This is my reasoning for not doing that. Okay, I do make poor decisions, but like, we're not making one right now. Abomination, Lock of Fury. Less HP? What do you mean less HP? 10% damage, but less HP? Who wants less HP? What are you doing? That's so unfair. Everybody else gets really cool items. Look at the Arbalist. Arbalist got this thing. It's a rare item too. It gives her less dodge. She doesn't care about dodge. Less HP. How does it feel to have money? Oh, it's great. Life is so great. We're gonna put some people into lock-in traits probably before we do this next run. I just need to decide who's going. If we're going to the runes, so I mean, Blight is good there. So maybe Borjigin we bring. We could bring, who has lower HP? Actually, who has lower XP? We'll bring the lower XP guys. So we bring Red Sox Jr. Shambler's Bane is about half-ish. We do need a support. So probably have to bring Popcorn, right? Popcorn! You're going on a quest. It's time. You've been chosen. You're gonna be level 5 after this. I'm ready. Like, in all honesty, this is probably a little bit sad. But in a perfect world, you will never go into a darkest dungeon, and neither will any of these guys. Like, in a perfect world, because, well, it probably won't happen, right? But if we did the Wield and we defeated the Hag, and then right after we did the Cannon, and then we did these two bosses, we're only going in with our, like, champion characters, right? And then we do the 3 darkest dungeons and succeed. That is assuming no one dies. That is assuming we don't need money. That is assuming a lot of stuff that's probably not true. So, why do you hate me? No, it's just in a perfect world, we would never need you to get through so many dungeons that you hit level 6. But let's be realistic, this game is hard. I'm handling it so well, guys. Are any of these good? Why are all these so bad? Where is Blue to tell me, did you look at the thing? And then I can say, yeah, we did, and they all suck. Actually, the boots are good. We used the boots multiple times, but I'm like 2 long dungeons away from level 6. It sounds like a lot, though, doesn't it? Alright, so let's go through all of our guys that aren't currently in therapy, see if anyone needs witness. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Dark Temptation. Bloodthirsty. I feel like we should get rid of those. If we get rid of Dark Temptation and Bloodthirsty, Fascinated with Wounds, Torture, and Injury, that sounds really bad. That's fine. Demon Mania, kind of funny. Kind of funny Jack believes he's possessed by demons, but God-fearing is the only red text I allow in my playthroughs. Hey, how are you doing, Our Father? Power. Nice to see background. Yeah, I love God. And look at how many guys are God-fearing because we make them all pray. God-fearing. To be fair, she's enlightened, but she was our first person who ever went on a spirit journey, and I was so confused, and I love it. It's so iconic to my playthrough. God-fearing. You're faithless, ironically. I don't know how that happened. God-fearing. Yeah, I make everybody pray, because praying, everybody needs to pray after a dungeon, right? The God-fearing Demon Mania is a great combo and a confusing one. Proud of my playthroughs. Thank you. It's gone pretty well so far. I reached into your game and removed all town stress removal restriction quirks on characters. Wow. Wow. That's so kind and also disturbing. We're not bringing Plantel if we can into things. Obsessed with cleanliness. That's not too bad. You're going on a quest. Yeah, we're kind of okay. The only one that's kind of bad is honestly, who had the Demon Mania? Jack? Is it Jack? Oh yeah. Should we get rid of the Demon Mania? That's the only one that seems kind of bad. It's kind of funny he has it, but I think it's too risky. Did I get the DLCs yet? No, but did you hear that? Well, okay, I say no, but it's because that's for our next playthrough. Next playthrough, we're gonna do Shield Breaker, we're gonna do Flagellant, we're gonna do the Endless Mode one, the like Gift of the Stars or whatever it's called, and we're gonna do the Vampire one. We're gonna do everything, and there's a new DLC coming out, and by the time I'm done with one, the next one could be ready. It's gonna be awesome. It's a new DLC coming. Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't hear too much about it. Like I just saw the little blurb, but the characters look awesome. I'm excited. I'm more excited for the new characters than anything else. I don't know if that's weird. Position 4 Vestal with 3 Crusaders is a team the game ends up calling Holier Than Thou. Oh, that's so iconic. What's the new DLC? I haven't heard about it. You didn't hear about it? You're not part of the Discord, Our Father? You're not part of the Discord, Mr. Hour? Anyways, Red Slaps put something in. It's called, let me look really quick. The Fire's Edge. And there's 2 new characters, the Duelist and the Runaway. So it could be so cool. They're putting Runaway, yeah. Oh, they're from Darkest Dungeon too? I don't know if Red Slap said that. I didn't notice that, but that's pretty cool. You stay away from gaming community discords. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. My Discord is really chill though. We're just sharing memes and stuff like that, but I get staying away from stuff because people get toxic. Even I get toxic sometimes. Do I? I don't think I've ever done that unless I'm in like some PvP scenarios though. And even then, it's usually just heat of the moment, and then afterwards, I'm fine. But it's happened before. But it'd be really cool to bring those characters over. I love the look of them, but that would make sense why that they were in Darkest Dungeon too, because their character designs look so good. Can't wait to play those guys. All right. So we got our characters. Oh yeah, let's make sure everything's upgraded. Actually, I don't even know how this team's gonna synergize together. Yeah, we had you on bleed stuff from before. We do the buff. The buff is really, really strong. I'm kind of surprised. Breakthrough is the only way to shift positions, but I was surprised at how good Adrenaline Rush is. Just the 20% damage makes you a monster. Mark target, we got the stun, finish him. Actually, we could kind of do bleed. You can bleed the back 2 units. Oh, but you can only bleed the 2 middle, and you can only bleed the 2 middle or the front one. Oh. Well, that's a little unfortunate. I was going to be like, could we do a bleed? We're going into the ruins anyways. What am I thinking? What is your comfort team after all this time, if you have one? That is a good question. Honestly, I could probably answer that just by going through what I feel most comfortable with. Up in front, it's definitely Hellion. Like, Hellion is my favorite upfront unit. I feel like she's good in almost every situation and has way more damage than the Crusader and doesn't have the limitations of Leper, right? Her accuracy isn't bad. She can hit position 4, double stun, plays in bleed, can reposition to the front, self-buff for damage. It is in all of that together. Like, front lines, back lines, double stun, bleed, move forward, self-buff. And it gets rid of bleed, blight, self-heal. Like, I don't think I could ask for anything more, right? It's one of my favorite classes. Bonnell, who's currently in therapy after that. Bonnell literally did... Let me bring up my calculator's history, because I calculated it out. In that last fight against the Prophet, in 4 rounds, she hit for 215 damage, being double buffed with Adrenaline Rush and Emboldening Vapors. So no question, it's definitely Hellion up front. With that, my other favorite character, Duval, I think it would have to be Vestal. Just have to canonically give the pagan Hellion some good old god fearing. It's okay. Like, why does she have to be pagan? Like, why? Like, can't she just convert? Can't she just pray? In Hellion we trust, yes. And so in so Hellion's like maybe she's even kind of paganistic, but I would say that my second favorite for healer, or backline support, is Vestal. I think Occultist is the most well-rounded character in the game out of everything, on a personal level. But I think the best character, unironically, just out of everything, is Vestal. I don't think there's a single class that's as, like, singularly good at making a team succeed runs than the Vestal is. It's just incredible, right? You can self-heal and do some damage. I usually nerf her damage so that healing's better anyways, but it's still good. You have a pretty good stun that hits everything except for position 4. Massively good. And then you've got amazing heals for the group and single target. And it seems like every time I bring Vestal in, I feel so safe. Have you tried Vestal in position 2 at the position 2 items? I think we have some. Do we? Oh, maybe not. I had the goblet. I threw out the goblet. Oh, answer would be no. But the fact that you have the option to do that is kind of cool. Also, de-stealthing enemies is kind of cool, right? We haven't really used Illumination, but honestly, Illumination isn't a bad skill, right? To just de-stealth enemies. It's just these 4 abilities have carried me through the game every run I've brought Vestal on, and it's amazing. So I would say Vestal would be my next pick. Get the name, but there's an exclusive Vestal position 2 item. Made so she can stub Clobber with mace. I think we've seen it. I think we've seen that item. So I would say she would be my next one. Famed scroll, yeah, we don't have that one. Okay, yeah, I don't have that one. Thanks for checking that up, Popcorn. So I would say Vestal. Okay, so then 2 other units, right, for my ideal team. Oh man. This is where things get hard. I really do like Abomination. And I think Abomination is... I think I've brought out this class to a different level. So many people are like, oh no, transforming into Beast isn't good, but I just transform spam. I've done it so many times. It's only messed us up like once. It's because I didn't realize I forgot when you hit 100 stress, you're forced to dehuman. But human form is so good too. Beast Spile's nuts. You have a stun for positions 1, 2, or 3. Like what? A movement ability. Can double rake the front lines, self-heal, self-de-stress, and tons of damage. Like, what the heck? Yeah, you've been having fun with Abomination teams recently. They're crazy, right? Yeah, Gorth, you've seen the position 2 Vestal thing too, right? Wait, can Vestal use her stun in position 2 though? Oh, she can. It's just these two that you can't. Oh, you're right. So you could stun, you could heal, and you could whack things. Okay, interesting. But yeah, I would probably say, tentatively, I want to say Abomination. One of your chatters told me a couple weeks ago that he liked position 2 Vestal. The reason I don't know, the only time I've ever had Vestal or Occultist up front, we've only done it once, and it didn't end well. Like, I think we got unlucky, but like you don't have that much HP on these guys comparatively to actual like frontliners, and generally front units hit more, so you have to stun them or kill them quick, or things go bad real fast, right? So, yeah, and then we'd have one more person, I'm not sure. I really like Houndmaster. Arbalest is insanely good. And you have to have her backlines, though. She's not quite as versatile as I appreciate. I don't think I've played with Grave Robber in enough teams. She's up there, though, too. Because even if you just use Shadow Fade and use Lunge without an enemy being blighted, it does tons of damage. But you can get enemies debuffed for Blight by using Beast Bile if you have Abomination. And her things, her Poison Darts, even if they don't Blight, debuff the target for Blight resistance. So you have 2 units that could debuff for Blight resistance, and then if the enemy gets Blighted, then you could shank them really hard. So maybe Grave Robber, but I don't have like a comfort team. I don't even know if I've ever run that team in my life, but it sounds awesome. It sounds busted. And those are some of my favorite characters too. I wish I'd used Grave Robber more and got a second Grave Robber, but it just didn't happen during this playthrough. But and Highwayman, Grave Robber, I wish I had a few more of personally. I like roguelike characters in games, and I don't feel like I really got my fix enough with this game, but I don't know. I like magic and I like rogue, so it's kind of a weird balance. I don't know if you guys remember, but I usually use daggers in like Souls games if I can, if they're good. Like daggers are my weapon of choice. And Grave Robber pairs with Shield Breaker well. Oh, Plague Doctor is also really good, guys. Plague Doctor is also kind of nutty. I forgot about that. Plague Doc might be up there as well, because you can either super blight the guys in the front, the guys in the back, stun the back, bleed in case blight doesn't work, heal plus remove status, buff. Really just buff Bonnell or Hellion or even Leper. Like, this is a great setup move. And then stun and shuffle and clear corpses. Like, amazing, right? Like, I think this, out of, like, the more damage-heavy, like, DPS-y characters, is way more versatile. Not great up front, obviously, because you're left with really just Incision if you're in position 1. But that's, like, pretty rare, or Emboldening Vapors, but that's pretty rare, right? For the most part, you've got things you can do. Plague Doc is amazing unless it's the Warrens. Yeah, if Warrens runs, just leave him at the bar. It's not that bad. Wait, no, guys, it's not that bad, okay? Okay, here's why it's not bad. Here's why it's not that bad. First of all, you can still gas the back line and get double stuns on back units, which is great. There's a lot of things in the Warrens that do Blight, and a few with Bleed that you can remove. You can buff your front line, so if you have like a Leper or something, instead of worrying about doing all the damage yourself, you just go for stuns and then buffing your allies and removing status. And you still have the ability to do really good damage because you just put on this Bloody Herb thing, if you have it. If you don't, That's tough. There's probably another equivalent to use, but it's more bleed chance and melee damage, and so you can actually use Incision, and Incision, even though it's just a whittle little knife, it hits in position 3, so you can still keep your Plague Doc in position 3, stun, stab enemy for bleed, heal your allies, and buff your front line. So even in the Warrens, he's still good. It's not fair. She's still good. Sorry, I always call him he, and I forget that Valance and I forget Plague Doc's a girl. I always forget. The feeling when you loot a curio and get through 3 rubies. Did you really get 3? Did you really get 3? Stun is too good for a doctor not to be viable everywhere. It is. Well, I mean, you'd have to do other stuff too, right? But the fact that you can stun, buff, and heal your allies with some bleed as well as blight, like, just, it's crazy. Plague Doc's, like, so great. What a great character. Almost all the characters are great in some way, but there are some that are just, like, in any situation, in any position, you just have a good time, right? I'm in the camp, if you're not buffing dodge, don't do it. Most buffing moves in the game are just a waste of a move. No, that's being so pessimistic. This is so good. This basically guarantees whatever unit you buff is going first. +5 speed is nuts. But then also, like, we literally just got done with a run where we used this, and then with Hellion we did Adrenaline Rush and hit for literally like 102 damage in like 3 rounds. It was so great. And it was not buffing dodge, neither of them were. It was so great. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm a Korean min-max player. But the damage, the damage was so high. Spend a turn buffing, buff lasts 1 turn, GG's. Did it last more? I think it lasts more than 1. This one lasts the whole battle, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure this lasts the whole fight. I'm like 90% sure. Now this one doesn't. The Adrenaline Rush, I think, is like 2 or 3 turns. I think. It's at least 2. Might be 3. We've been talking. You guys got me talking so much. Oh my gosh, you guys got me talking so much. We were gonna do a quest. Okay. We could do this for All Saints Day. Or we could do this. I'd rather have the lock. At least we have the lock. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. I need a drink. These conversations are the best during Darkest Dungeon streams. I agree. I've had so many people come into streams. I really do appreciate like everyone's support and loving the game and having conversations with me, and that's what makes this game so unique, right? I've never played anything like it, and the community is obviously like super dedicated. I do have to make a character tier list when this is all said and done. I think it's going to be really hard. I said at the start of stream, I don't know if I feel qualified, but after I just talked about stuff for like an hour and a half with y'all, I think I am capable. Maybe people will hate my takes though, and it'll get like disliked into oblivion, but it could still be fun. Oh, you did say that about your Man-at-Arms and Leper being like together. Relationship status. I forgot how that happened. You're making like some extra restrictions, like you can't hire people or something. Yeah, the bleed poison is kind of annoying, and being able to cleanse it off is great. As long as Hellion is double S tier, we're cool. She is. No, I mean, the first thing you like that came to my mind when Hour asked, "What's my like comfort team?" I was like, for front line, it's definitely Hellion. I didn't even think about it. Like, yeah. So you'll at least agree with me on that. That's at least one thing that we'll agree on. We have all suffered together here. It's hard not to get mad at it's hard to get mad at each other. True. Yeah, I mean, we've all lost character. That's the other thing. When you lose a character, it's so demoralizing. Playing this game alone would be kind of hard for me. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it would be super. I could get through it, but it would just feel so much worse not knowing that like there were other people that saw like my characters die and like suffered essentially at least a little bit with me, right? Obviously it hits me the hardest because like I've put myself into them playing them, but does it not suck to lose a character? Like, and some of them are just happen so quick, like with Ventress, it just happened so fast and you just had no control over it and it hurts. And it's like part of the like communal aspect of streaming though in general, right? Not just this game, but any game, but this game just like elevates that level of, you know, bearing witness to failures and being there for it. I'm just still proud of my 0.6 Steam achievement reward for dying horribly with such a rare item that most people don't even know about that achievement. Oh my gosh. I think you did say that. That's ridiculous. Speaking of achievements, I was gonna upgrade, what is it? This stuff. I don't even use the tavern, but we'll upgrade one thing at a time, so we'll just keep upgrading the bar. Guys, it's only Thursday. It's only Thursday, but I feel like I might have a drink for dinner. Then again, it's a little cooler outside tonight, so I might want to go for a walk or a run, so maybe not. Let's see how cool it is. It's only 81 right now. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll just have some milk or something. It's definitely a walk / run night, maybe a hybrid. We'll save it for Friday. All right, so I need more portraits. I can trade busts. I can trade deeds. Perfect.
All manner of diversion and
we'll need
dalliance
11.
await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
Next time we'll need 11. Where are my crests? Jeez, even trading all 39, we'd only get to 6. Okay, well that's as far as we can go right now. Milk in the tavern. Well, I'm not going to a real. We're just eating here tonight. I don't even know what I'm doing for dinner. I think Mom might be making something, unless Dad thinks it's cool enough. Maybe we do like stuff on the grill tonight. I'm not sure. Ooh, we had BLTs last night. One of the first time we had BLTs, we had fresh lettuce from our garden. Our tomatoes weren't ready yet. They probably won't be ready for like another few weeks. They've been really slow. They've been so slow. Boy really needs to do antiquarian runs. No, don't say that, Garth. No antiquarian runs. I don't want to. We're done with antiquarian runs. Whatever it is, you will hate the DLC bosses more. Oh no. I really got your own fresh salad from the garden, considering what's been going around lately. I know. For anyone who doesn't know, I don't think it's just in here in Colorado. I think it's around the U.S. But there was a whole bunch of salad that was contaminated with some sort of either parasite. I don't exactly know what it is, but it's transmitted generally through human fecal matter, and that the bacteria or the parasite of some kind gets into or onto the salad or onto lettuce. Yeah, some sort of bacteria. Yeah, it's horrible. So here in the U.S., like, people aren't buying any lettuce, but we're so lucky because we have our own garden lettuce, and it's ready now. It's so great. Oh my gosh. Safety monitoring system from the federal gov was shut down by Doge. Assuming that's Doge, because I know Doge, but all right. I don't know how it's spelled. I've only heard it be spoken. Yeah, it's pretty awful. I work for the Gov. More agencies need to be shut down, not gonna lie. Oh man. Ew. Oh my gosh. Jeez, popcorn. Jeez. But yeah, that's also a reason why you don't use your own excrement to fertilize your garden. If anyone needed a reason, they're like, why don't you use your own poo to fertilize your garden? Why do you use fish fertilizer? That's the reason. The reason is right now. Do you even need to ask? I think we bring the candle. We could focus ring for extra accuracy. I love accuracy. Oh, we're gonna bring the hairpin. This is what we did last time. We'll bring the same set we did last time, 100%. Oh, 100% support everything. Yeah. Your own garden or ranch, yeah, it's great. Speaking of your love for Vestal, I have 6 on rotation. Oh my gosh, that's a little bit excessive. Can you ever have too much Vestal? Can there be too much healing? The other day we had that joke, but like, can you have too much dodge? Did someone die? We actually have not had somebody die, Christian. We've managed to... Well, okay, that's not true. We just killed the Prophet. Prophet just died. We demolished him. Oh my gosh, you missed the massacre that it was. Holy crap. Bonnell, we buffed Bonnell with Valance's emboldening vapors and then used her adrenaline rush, and she did like 200 damage in like 4 rounds. It was crazy. Anyways. I can't stop telling that story, guys. I'm so excited. It was so fun. It was such an amazing story. Okay, I don't like this helmet because I like to stun with Bounty Hunter. And I don't like removing the stun. Like, it kind of makes me mad. GG's. Oh yeah, it was crazy. What's next on the agenda? We're bringing some of our lobies into one of these ruins mission, and we're gonna hope that either next time the reward on this is better and we can do this, but really what I want is for people to get out of therapy, because like Durville has 50 stress, so I had to put him into therapy, and then we're gonna go after the siren. Wait, shoot, what time is it? Do I have time for the siren today? Probably not. Maybe. I don't like the Hamlet either unless you're running very specific... Wait. Like Hamlet? Helmet. Oh, the helmet. I knew I read that wrong. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? But yeah, I don't know. You would have to have like at least 2 other stun units, right? You would at least have to have 2 other stun units, I would assume. Therapy's overrated. Bring God-fearing to everyone's lives. I call it therapy when I need to send them away. I just imagined your badass Hellion with the lazy eye and started to chuckle. I bet she'll lose that at some point, right? Like, she'll probably... Oh, it's Eagle Eye. Or is it this one? Does this one have lazy eye? Oh, it's Raven. Raven has lazy eye? Oh my gosh. Raven, how did that happen? Oh yeah, it's less range skills, so I don't care about it. Right. Weird. Bonnell is eagle-eyed, and you're lazy-eyed, and neither of them matter. Neither of them matter. Send her to the docks? No, it's okay. She doesn't even need her eyes. She's pure instinct. It doesn't hurt her mechanically, but fix her if you really love her. Well, let's wait until she gets another quirk to maybe lock in. Another bad quirk or something. We should definitely bring the map. We definitely bring the map here, guys. Do not love the Hellion. We can get rid of Lazy Eye, but let's get another negative quirk that we can try to get locked in before then. Plus, she's going on this quest, so it's not like I can do it now. Okay, so we got the map. We could bring... I usually like the dodge cloak, to be honest. And then Vestal, I always do the same thing. I know it's boring. I love the Sacred Scroll. Probably top 5 items that I've used in this playthrough. Right? Maybe this is just like a first time playthrough, like, guy's choice, but I love it. Sounds like Hellion hate to me. No. My eyes are up here, no here. I wouldn't stop staring at her eyes if she was at the bar. Lazy-eyed people are a little bit tricky when you first meet them, but I feel after a while you kind of acclimate to just staring at one of their eyes or something, and it's not too weird. Could give her the map. I do like the stun. I really do think we're going to go with our old classic stun amulet. Because I don't like the Vestal getting stunned. I hate Vestal getting stunned. It makes me so mad. So, I like this, and it gives us a little bit extra stun chance since it was taken away, so it makes our base a little better. I just don't like Vestal getting stunned. I'm going to be real. That's my reasoning for it. Let's make sure all of our skills are upgraded and that they're all in order. Man, that's a lot of money, Popcorn. Holy crap. 5 rubies, 4 trapezohedrons. That's crazy. My first TA in university had a lazy eye. Sometimes she would ask me questions and I generally wasn't sure she was talking to me at the time. Wow, I don't know how to respond to that, but you'd be like, I think you just have to be honest. You'd be like, I don't know if you're referring to me or not. Okay. Me? Little frustrating. Can you fix lazy eyes IRL? I feel like there should just be a way to fix it. Oh, you're missing an item? Wait, how are you missing an item? Okay. Apparently, Junior didn't get a second item. We can hurt his dodge, but boost accuracy up. Like, could Legendary Bracer, more HP, bleed resistance. Ooh. Ooh. How about the Wolf's Tassel? Extra damage versus marked. Excellent. I had a Vestal once that ended up with Witness and stopped praying. I sent her to church. And I legitimately felt so bad. Aw. Well, you can get rid of Witness, though. You can make her forget all about it. Nothing a little therapy can't fix. I honestly do like the buff, guys. I know it's weird, but I really like the buff. At least level 2. I never use Uppercut. Uppercut can knock enemies backwards, which is kind of nice, though. But we already have a stun in place of the flashbang, and it's every position except for one. And I find I like this more. We're not bleeding right now, but bleeding is kind of cool. It makes me wonder if they're applying shock therapy to everyone. Does shock therapy make you forget stuff? Like, does it make you forget? I never run uppercut. Yeah, I feel that the flashbang is so good. And if they're in position 1, just whack them with collect bounty, right? Shock therapy. Well, yes, a lobotomy would make you forget things. I don't know all of the side effects of lobotomies, but yeah, it's bad. It changes people, like, a lot. Okay, wait. I need to double check my skills. 4. Oh, this is only... That's 4. Okay, 3 uses per battle. Alright, let's get this padlock. Let's do it. That'll definitely be enough. Do we have a stress eater? Nope. Bonnell is still a stress eater, isn't she? She always has been. It's kind of an iconic trait for her. If I got rid of it, like, I'd be okay with getting rid of it, but it's kind of iconic. What week am I on? 90... Let me guess. 90... Are we on 100? We're on 108! 108 now. Gosh darn it. I'm so bad at this game. Okay, that was being overly cruel to myself. I'm pretty good. I'm just slow. And that's fine. I'm taking my time. I'm making mostly good choices with my life. Let's be real. Most of my choices are pretty good. Not perfect. There's pretty good. Are they though? No. They are. We've done so good. You're doing very well. I think so, yeah. Lobotomy is pretty easy. I have a very large metal spike. Ew. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible to think about, honestly. Do I bring an anti-venom? I feel like I never use them. I feel like I never use anti-venoms here. But then I get against spiders, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, shoot, I wish I had anti-venom. Isn't that always the way it works? Bring 1 holy water, maybe, just in case. And some laudanum? Oh, no, we don't need laudanum. We have, Shambler's Bane with us, so... I think we're okay here. And we don't have much inventory space either. I don't really understand the pastrami sandwich thing, but... what's pastrami again? I don't know. I don't really remember what pastrami is. It's like some sort of... Is it kind of like salami, I think? May had started playing Darkest Dungeon, considers it good life choices. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Murphy's Law is a real thing. Yeah, and so you think I should bring anti-venom, that's what you're telling me, right? For the spiders. Just for the spiders, just in case we get crit 3 times in a row. We're fine, we're fine. We're fine, we don't need it. We don't need it. You're right, if I never need it, why are we bringing it?
Can the defiled be consecrated? Can the fallen find rest?
Oh my gosh, wait. I have to clear 3 corrupted altars, and this is the map you're giving me, and this is where you're starting me, way down here? So I have to go all the way up here to hit the dead end, and then go all the way back so I can go up here? That sounds awful. I guess we go up first. Let's go up first. Because maybe we get an early scout. This what kind of dungeon is this? This is wackadoodle. I could step in a trap right here and not even know it. Alright, this is one of our 3 shovels.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Convince streamer to do torchless runs for more loot space. No, that's not... I'm not ready to do that. I am not ready for torchless yet. I probably am, to be honest. I'm like super self-doubting, like all the time. But like we probably could do it. I'm gonna move my torches so that the smaller stack is over here so it gets used up faster. They're actually not that bad, surprisingly. Okay, I'll use the second of my 3 shovels down this linear hallway that I couldn't dodge the obstacles. Okay. Just to let you know, game, I only brought 1 more shovel. In case you were wondering. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Oh my gosh, we're getting raided, everybody. Hey, it's Real Skin Phoenix. Hey, thank you. It's a party, y'all. Oh yeah. We just defeated a boss, so we're bringing some of our lobies, our level 4s, through this dungeon. Everyone except for maybe Junior will hit level 5 from this, right? Because 26 HP to 36? I think so. That was a long jingle. I didn't expect to get rated a whole lot, so I was like, okay, this'll do, right? But yeah, thank you for the raid. I actually got my notifications to work. Did you see? Because I think you've raided one other time before, but I was like close to end of stream or something, and my notifications weren't working out. Okay. We can deal with this. This is easy. We just have to whack him really. I'm gonna buff. I'm gonna self-buff turn 1. Counter argument, we could double stun and try to whack him off, like right here. It's not exactly synergistic with Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, I know. You're not losing sanity. I see we're doing so good. Who was it that said that they didn't like the ghouls? That they hated the ghouls? Somebody said that. I remember last time it was quiet. Have fun with Darkest Dungeon. Hey, thank you. Yeah, last time my notifications just weren't working. I'm glad they're working now, but yeah, I do appreciate it. So we have a lot of fun here. I'm gonna go for the stun with one of my other characters, and we're just gonna buff here and hit so hard. Please stun. Yes. Our stunning charm, guys, our stunning charm came in handy because that just gave us the extra 10 we had, so our base was 140, and I don't know what his was before. I think it was 70. So we had a pretty good chance of stunning him. It's Popcorn, it was you. You were the one who had the ghoul hatred. Let's buff up our crit and everything. We can use, I don't know which is better, to use the stunning chop or to use, oh, he's not stunned anymore. I was wondering if we used finish him instead, but I guess we go for mark target. It reduces protection, and it does technically have 40 protection, so this is actually a decent pick, right? And so that gives us speed of +4, so we're automatically going first the next round. Now we just hit really hard. It's not a humanoid. It does have huge stun resist now, so we do just have to lay in damage. 15. 15 is great. Do I slice off? I could slice off. Well, doesn't this hit both of them? Oh no, this guy's position 2 and 3. If I use slice off right now, Bonnell might get the kill between the bleed, right? I'd gladly face a team of 2 ghouls over a single giant. I hate the giants. The giants are so bad. Like, I think it was last week, we ended up having to run from the giant. Sorry, no, we didn't run from a giant alone. It was a giant, a vengeful virago, and like one of those shambling zombie fungal guys all at once, and it was so rough. And we got hit by like, I think 356 hits by their tree trunk in the same run. It was crazy. I felt like I was losing my mind. Only 12 Raven? What the heck was that? You self-buffed yourself. What do you mean 12? Alright, I'm gonna go for the rare stun here. Ah, man, he's 120 resistant. That's not happening. Okay.
A victory.
Whoa.
Perhaps the turning point.
Light take you. Popcorn. Popcorn just popped off. That thing didn't even get a chance to do anything. The game once made me fail 3 stuns in a row on a giant despite me having the stun buffs. The battle didn't end well. Jeez. She only hit 12 because of her eye. I'm glad that's not true, because I would freak out. Vestal crit, I know. Somebody clip that for popcorn. Oh my gosh, we're hitting so low. Our values are awful. It's fine. This guy's dead. 2 for 2. Would be nice to get rid of that, but this guy still has an action, so it's still
Destroyed.
Vestal top defense. I think you could against Unholy. Against Unholy, if you use the Mace Bash, you could probably get good damage. It wouldn't be the highest, but also you'd be able to hit the back line with Judgment, right? And you could stun. So good stun, self-heal damage. Oh, you can't use this unless you're in the back though. So you would lose that. Well, you could at least hit him with the mace. Because your Hellion doesn't want to do high damage. She knows you don't care about... No, we'll fix her, but we need to get a negative quirk first. So that, we need to get a negative quirk to get locked in replacement for Lazy Eye. But I don't know... I don't know if she'll get one. Maybe we just have to have her touch a whole bunch of stuff this run. Just to make sure it happens. Oh, that's not the one, guys. That's not the one. That's not the one at all. That's bad. That is really bad. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Unquiet Mind came from you letting her keep the Lazy Eye. Maybe. I will fix her, guys. I will fix her after this, okay? I mean, if you pushed me into an Iron Maiden, I get claustrophobia too. That is the most truest statement I've ever heard. Like, truly ever. Yeah, Iron Swan. Can I kill this guy in one hit? Not likely. Not without a crit.
Obliterated.
We got a crit! Hurrah! That makes up for those 2 misses, right? Okay, so now we do finish him. 40% extra, 50% damage extra on stunned, 8% crit chance. Our crit chance with our stuff equipped is at 31%. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He's in kill range. You need help. You need serious help. Keep our speed up so Vestal can maybe go first. My dad got diagnosed with claustrophobia from an elevator incident. Oh. That's awful. I don't need to know the whole story, but I can imagine. Although, I kind of like... What's the opposite of claustrophobia? Like, claustromania? Like, I kind of like closed spaces, especially when I get stressed out. Sounds really stupid, but like... Oh, this guy takes up spaces 1 and 2. We can't hit him. We could yop him. I wouldn't have, I made a mistake. I forgot this guy was 1 and 2. He's so big. Fear of open spaces is agoraphobia, not sure. I know people can be like afraid of like the oceans and stuff. Okay, let's kill this guy. We can't with this.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
We need to heal like right now. This guy takes up spaces 1 and 2. There we go. Nice. Excellent. Got 2 stress, only 2 stress. This guy's unbleedable, so bleed won't help. I need to change Shambler's Bane skills after this. Thalassophobia is the fear of deep waters. I've heard of that. I do know of that. I have definitely heard of that 100%. So could you imagine that and being afraid of open, like big open spaces, and you're just out on the sea, and being seasick at the same time? Like you get seasickness, like that'd be horrible. I don't think this will trigger, but yeah.
Precision and power.
20 crit, nice. Crushing blow, at least that's on Raven for 8. I feel as that actually maybe the most common phobia out there that people aren't diagnosed with. How do you, when you said diagnosed, what do you mean? Like, how do you get diagnosed with a thing? Like, officially? Like, do you have to go see a doctor or something?
A singular strike.
Wasn't too bad. Forced myself on a couple cruise trips because of having that fear. It doesn't help. Well, I don't know how exposure therapy works, but probably not like that.
The greater the glory.
There's probably a better way to do it. We get more emeralds. Hey, I like more emeralds. We can get rid of this. I already have this. Or the medicinal herbs. I brought the medicinal herbs in case we ran across like an alchemy table for treasure, though. So let's just take the money. There's a suit of armor. Let's touch it. Runes Tactician. Cool. Replaced On Guard. Was On Guard good? I don't remember. Finally got our scout. Whoa. It was perfect. It's perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for, guys. If a legitimate doctor or psychiatrist diagnoses you, most of us won't go through that, so it just goes undiagnosed. I wonder if I have any phobias. I don't think I do. Oh, I don't like heights. Heights make me kind of like woozy and vomit. That's different though, because like normally like people are like scared, but I actually get kind of like sick. I've gotten over it as I've gotten older. Like now I can look from a high place and I'm fine. The more enclosed I am, the better. But we went to like the Royal Gorge and I was fine. Oh my gosh. They put you in a dinghy without an engine and then push you off if you scream you're diagnosed. That's awful. Fear of heights can be defeated by joining the airborne? You mean like the Air Force? I think I'd actually do really good in the Air Force. That sounds strange. I don't know why I said that. Just ignore me. Okay, so wait, none of these are there's no quest over here, guys. There's no quest items. Look. Curio, Curio, Battle, Curio, Curio, Curio. And Room with Battle, Curio. There's literally everything for the quest is over here. Do we just leave? I'll at least peek out and see what this Curio is, but there's no reason to be here, right? Well, you're already claustrophobic. You might as well try. Oh. Oh, that was a bad choice. Whoops. I didn't know that would happen. I've never touched those things before. You touched a decorative urn with no item and got 2 jute tapestries. Oh, so now we're bragging about being able to touch things without consequences, are we? Oh my gosh. Not only paralyzing, but irrational. I had a friend that had a phobia for doves. Like the bird doves? Like, woo woo, like kind of doves. I didn't even know this was possible. First time over, and it's the first time it happened. Same for me with tetanus. Oh my gosh. Fear of doves is weird. Fear of Canadian geese. That makes sense. Those guys are assholes. I think I've seen videos of like geese like chasing people and stuff. But can't you just kick them? Whoops. I haven't done that in a long time. Probably since I read in chat. I've never had to fight a Canadian goose before. Probably a good thing, right? It's illegal to
As
kick
the
them.
light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That doesn't make things easy. And yes, kicking. And yes, kicking is. I mean, only if they try to attack you, right? Not all of them try to attack. We've got a lot of ducks around here. Oh my gosh, 11 damage.
Art, his
I know it's
efficacy
percentage based,
unwitnessed
but
by his own eyes.
that's pretty brutal. That's a hard hit. Okay, finally we can get an inventory space cleared. Thank goodness. Excellent. Yeah, it is excellent. Nice, Junior. Okay, let's move on. I was attacked at a wedding party? Why'd you guys have geese at the wedding? Who invited those guys? Still no secret room, but it does help. I didn't see that on the map. Did anyone else see that battle on the map? I was looking right at it. I didn't see any red icon for a battle. What the heck? Alright, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Begone, fiend!
These things don't have a ton of HP. Oh, look, a spider? Yeah, I think I've said this on stream. I don't particularly like spiders, but they don't really scare me all that much either. Like, I just don't really like them all that much. It depends upon what they are. The little ones are okay. Tarantulas are awesome. I wouldn't like touch one in real life, but my friend had a tarantula. Well, technically my friend's brother. It doesn't matter. My friend's brother had one, and you know, they have them at like what did we have? It's like a place where you could see all like a whole bunch of insects and butterflies and stuff, and you could like hold their tarantula and it would like crawl over you. It was pretty chill.
Back to the pit.
Hold your bluff, friend. I want to get some. Let's stress heal. But yeah, you're right. Tarantulas are there's quite a few in AZ. I actually did know about that. Fun fact: originally the maggots had loot, had a lot of protection, but people complained that it didn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't. To be fair, it doesn't. So they removed it, and instead they added the cove area, where they put snails in them. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, the snails made way more sense for protection. Also, the maggots can stun themselves, so that's kind of their gimmick, right? They like just kind of bite you for low damage, stress you out a little bit, and stun, right? Isn't that good enough? Let us be done with this. I'm trying, buddy. 4, 8. Just need to hit it now.
Another one.
Yeah, see, easy. You were all nervous about it taking too long. I wasn't even stalling.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Champion Shambler dead, baby? Hell yeah. Oh, you just defeated a champion Shambler? Holy crap, Popcorn. Congrats.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
I don't think I want to
Now
fight
it
one.
must be carried home.
The champion Shamblers, they can keep to themselves. Yeah, the bounty hunter's been nailing those crits. Yeah, Junior's been kind of popping off, huh? Like, no lie. 100% disarm. We could give you the map to make it even higher, same you. Oh, you have the map. For some reason, I thought Popcorn had it. I was being stupid, because last time, we had it on Vestal. So I just couldn't, I was like Vestal for Vestal, right? Even though our Duval isn't with us this run. I need to fight one now? Oh, I don't know. So unlucky with Shambler's early game. Never got any altars bearing one, so finally... I finally got an Ancestor's Trinket. Yeah, the Ancestor's Trinkets are good. They're not like the best in the world, but the map is... they are good. They are good. I think I've been downplaying them. The Ancestors map we've taken on almost every quest. I'd say at least like 1 out of every 3 quests I want to bring the map, just because even in boss runs, even if you take it off before the boss, it helps you scout out where the boss even is. It's so good. Scouting might be a little bit too good in this game, honestly. And then this one we also got as the candle, and it's basically just a better legendary bracer under most circumstances. And I loved the legendary bracer. I'd probably still be running them right now if I didn't have this. So I'm glad you discovered the powers of scouting. Yeah, I mean, once you get good enough scouts, my knowledge of the game has grown quite a bit since like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I think I've grown quite a bit. I will have to say, I think I've thought about the different types of difficulties this game really implements, but the biggest thing to be successful in this game, I would definitely say, is knowledge. And that makes sense. It's not like a super, like a, you know, reflexive intensive game. You don't have to worry about having like good reaction times and things like that. So it's more of a knowledge-based game, but... Alright, this will be our last of 3 shovels. So if we run into another obstacle, I might just go home. Also, I've had a lot of help with learning things. Not just from, obviously, my own experiences, but, like, also all y'all that are watching, right? From my wild pack. Treasure? Let's see. Take the money and run? Potentially. Oh, are you just being memey? Are you just being memey? I wish I could take the money and run. I thought you meant, like, do this battle and then, like, run away. Let's see. I could adrenaline rush and maybe kill this guy next turn in 1 hit, and then we'd be buffed for the rest of the fight. Either way, it's gonna take 2 turns to kill him. We can also flashbang the stress unit, potentially. I think we do this to buff ourselves. I think this lasts 3 rounds? It's 3 rounds. Right, now we can stun... We can stun this girl. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. That was so beautiful. That was so beautiful, guys, because now we can stun this guy. And we get a double stun. And the cultist enchantress is in position 4, which means we can Iron Swan her with Raven, and we just buffed ourselves using Adrenaline Rush. Oh my, I almost feel sorry for this occultist lady. As long as we hit, this is gonna be so much damage. I think we actually go for killing this guy. Because we debuff his protection, we speed ourselves up by 4. It's gonna get 1 attack regardless, and we can't kill in 1 hit easily. But this is pretty much guarantee we can kill next turn, and with speed of +4 added to us, we're probably gonna go first next round. We're close to it. When you say catching up to me, do you mean like in terms of weeks? Like how many weeks you have? Because I'm at 108, so... Nice dodge, Raven. Yeah, we go for a full heal here. Yeah, in my progress, yeah. I'm so slow. Don't judge me too hard. Oh my gosh, 40 crit from Raven. I knew that was gonna hit hard if it landed, but 40 damage? That occultist just got sliced in half. I'ma get ya. I think you will. I unironically think you will.
Annihilated.
Annihilated. Against human. I should have done all the calculations like I do. I should have gone through all my calculations, because that was... We had crit rate from the Talon, we had accuracy and damage from the marked target, we had the target marked, and we had extra damage versus marked and versus human. That was like the hardest buff we could have, or the meatiest buff we could have given ourselves. Yeah, the Kriya! Definitely a pagan cry if I ever heard one. Pagan? That just sounded like a normal battle cry. Why is everything pagan to you? You would see like a bunch of eggs at the store and be like, those are definitely some pagan eggs if I've ever seen them. No, there's regular eggs.
Sedated.
You're just making it up.
Decimated.
You know what, the damage debuff that killed? It's kind of surprising. Yeah, we can de-stress you. Might as well get rid of stress here. Only minus 11, down to 8.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
The Helen is literally a pagan warrior. Okay.
This expedition at least promises success.
Let's see if I need to turn out the lights for this. No, we can just keep going. We're in really good shape. I mean, the disease sucks, but... I never collect these journal pages, guys. I always just throw them out. Is that okay? Let's eat 2 food. Man, we didn't even have to use a camp. Maybe I should have explored more over here. But when it said there was nothing for a quest, I was like, I'll just go over here instead. Yeah, you pick them up to get them out of the item pool. Yeah, but we're kind of running on the end of the game, you know? So, streamer is obviously a book burner, not a collecting the journals. I kind of like doing it, but you don't need any more. I do it at the start. Does it give you, do you get achievements for getting them all? 21 of 22? There's 22 of them? Oh my gosh, why is there so many? Okay. Not any achievement that I know of, so they're literally just there to waste your time. Horrible. We can come back here after when the lights are out. Okay, we buff turn 1. We have double stressors here. It's lore. I usually read lore too. I usually read lore in games, and I don't know any of the lore of this game, and I've spent so long on it, which is very uncharacteristic of me. Nice dodge. Heck yeah. We're gonna finish him on the occultist. This won't do as much damage, but we do have Manslayer, so we've got 10% accuracy and crit versus humanoids. I think we can kill her in a round or 2. Or just get that extra crit I've come to collect. Yeah. I don't know the lore of this game weeks ago because you doubted the Ancestor was one of the worst humans ever written. I don't know how much he is. I don't know how bad he is. Like, I know he did bad things, but like, why? Like, what's my Ancestor's problem? Couldn't he just get a grip? Get that stun, since we missed it with popcorn. Nice. Nice crit for 7 plus some bleed.
And improvement.
Zap.
Well struck.
Zap for 6. Nice. Mr. Evil Ancestor of the House of Evil. He does seem pretty awful, doesn't he? Now, the question is, can we get a kill this round? I think it's definitely possible. This has a hit of 9 to 16. Is that really it? Oh, that's a guaranteed kill if it lands.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Heck yeah. Last chance for a scout. Last chance for a secret room. Alright, well, let's go back down here. We'll turn off the lights, collect our stuff. The Ancestor Secret Society would have included... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you would have invited Hitler? Oh my gosh, that guy is kind of unhinged. Most of the bosses are victims of the Ancestor. You are right, actually. I mean, even the Prophet, he, like, scared the guy into becoming a lunatic and ripping his eyes out and stuff and was happy about it. Actually crazy. He was happy. He's like, yeah, he was getting too crazy with all my plans, thinking I was too nutty. So I showed him even more to the point where he ripped his eyes out and he finally let me.
In the most
like, finally. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Why do you do that? I wonder if there's technically a secret room in every run. I don't know. In every boss run and in every long mission, I believe there is. But otherwise, it's RNG. The guy who knows the most about it is Blue. He is the one who told me all about secret rooms, and I've been searching for them. I search for them all the time, but sometimes we don't get them. We also haven't had a collector in the last few runs, which is a little surprising.
For a task well performed.
We can toss the food now. 5 gold apiece. Alright. Another successful mission.
Beacons in the darkness. Stars in the emptiness of the void.
One exception would be the brigands in their cannon. Oh yeah, I think that boss is really stupid, by the way. It's the lamest boss in the game. Like, everything else are these cool monstrosities, or like the Necromancer, like they were once human, but they've since lost their humanity and like succumbed to like evil. And maybe are even skeletons themselves now, like maybe even they're undead. And then you've got like these guys in the forest area, which has all these cool fungal enemies, and like the hateful Virago that has like, you know, voodoo kind of magic. And then there's just some guys in a cannon. It was so dumb. Do you have a favorite boss or sub-boss? Well, it's definitely not the cannon. Let's see what we got, and then I'll answer that. Let's see. Docomania, perfect. Obsessed with Killian. Ilian. Why am I having trouble saying that? Damage in Warrens, replace Clotter. We're not going to do this. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Guys, I think we have to lock this in, eh? You looking at this, Red Slaps? Are you looking at this? Like, Junior kind of got another, like, S-tier trait. I think we locked that in. Warren's Tactician, that doesn't matter. The worries. Okay, so we got some stuff we need to get rid of. Let's see, my favorite.
The shuffling dead are silenced. We have claimed dominion over the
My
ruins
favorite
once
boss. I kind of like the flesh. I do like the Siren and the crew. I think they're both fun and interesting. I think the Siren's probably the most interesting boss in the game that doesn't feel complete BS. But also, you need to fight the Siren with such a specific team. And, like, the flesh is challenging and does a lot of damage, but also I feel like you're given more options of how you want to approach it. So I kind of like it more. I actually like the Siren the best. The moment I did a killing blow on her and my Crusader stepped in to take the hit because he was seduced was wild for me. He almost died. Whoa, that's a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. thematically, I agree. Like, the mechanic, the cannon is too tanky and it's slow. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Siren is the improved version of the Hag. I agree. I agree. The Hag feels kind of flaky and, like, poorly thought out and poorly, like, made. Whereas the Siren feels like a fully fledged, like, the idea was fleshed out of, like, getting rid of one of your characters and making you panic about it. But I also feel like the reason I don't like the Siren as much as though is because you have to play by its rules, right? Whereas some of the other ones, you've got more options with builds. I like that more. All right, Sanitarium. First of all, it's easy to see diseases I need to get rid of, but not as easy to see some of this stuff. So we can get rid of Lazy Eye now, guys. I'm gonna get rid of it for Raven. She can be gone. Oh, what am I doing? She doesn't even have any range skills. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We get rid of it, but she needs to get rid of these first, right? We need to get rid of this first. Like, there's no doubt. You're okay on traits, right? You just need your diseases gone. And we need to lock in Precise Striker. Oh my gosh. Junior's turning out to be like his old man, I guess. Like, that's really good. Canonically, the Siren was potentially an underage homeless girl? What? Junior becoming the GOAT? I know, I can't believe we got that trait. So he's gonna have Manslayer and Precise Striker, plus Beast Hater could be pretty good too. That's a lot of really good traits. I hope he doesn't end up like his old man. If he does, that's the end of the line. Like, his family lineage is gone forever at that point, because there's not gonna be another one. Siren was described as a precocious little wife. You know what that is? I think wasn't the ancestor just memeing with that? Like, I can get the implication of what you guys are saying because you know what we're talking about, but like, are you sure the ancestor wasn't just being like joking because like the Siren is so messed up? I don't know. It implies a young, homeless, or neglected person, which strongly suggests she was an adolescent or very young woman. That is messed up. That's levels of messed up I don't even want to, like, approach. The ancestor is... the ancestor of evil never memes? I guess not. Well, we really don't have time for another run, guys. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. So next, I've given this a little more thought. I think Monday and maybe either Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, we're gonna do like kind of a double stream thing, if y'all are down for that. Because I will be gone Thursday, Friday, right? So I'll be gone Thursday, Friday. So I was thinking that because I was gonna do like extended streams originally, like to this Thursday, Friday, but it didn't really make sense because next week's when I'm gonna be gone. So I think maybe we do like a double feature. I'll be off for a few hours, maybe can go for a walk or something, then come back, and then so I'm thinking like either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. You're leaving us? Well, no, we can just stick around and talk and chat for a bit. I'm not like gonna be like, all right, everybody, stream's over, let's quit to desktop. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing. I want to be on this, but they talk regardless. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. But I think since I'm gonna be gone on Thursday, Friday next week, because we have family over, and we're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff. So I know I won't make it here like at all. So I thought we'd do like a double feature on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. If you guys are down. You're about to become an ancestor and abandon us like the hag now? No, you're, oh my gosh, you guys are so dramatic. I'm not uninstalling Darkest Dungeon. It's just like, you know, this is normally when I quit ish around this time, 5:52. I don't have time for another run. Yeah, see, I'm already getting, wait, that actually wasn't my dad. Well, that was one of you guys. That was Red Slaps in the Discord. Oh my gosh, that was funny. But yeah, we can just chat for a bit. Like, I'm not going anywhere right now. Just in a little bit. Miroku, I know, right? Wait, Miroku, you would be down for double feature too, right? Watch the video I posted. Should we do that now? Should we do that now? Coming to the... You know, okay, wait. I also have something that I had thought about for a little while. That happened with Miroku and Red Slaps before. And it is something to think about, so... Double feature, what do you mean? There's two separate things. One is when I was streaming Clear Obscure Expedition 33, Red Slaps wasn't a part of that because, like, he wanted to play the game on his own, right? And so, like, to be fair, I was also working at the time, and my streaming schedule was a disaster, like, absolute disaster. It was horrible, right? But, like, and I couldn't stop playing that game. It was too fun, and between that work and my streaming schedule, like, it needed to just be that. But essentially, right, one of my main viewers was unable to, like, really connect with the game. And most variety streamers have, like, another game going on. So I think it could be good to have, like, one day a week where I do a different game. So that's one thing that's completely separate. I don't know what I do, but I still think that could be a good idea to have, like, one day out of, like, the 4 I'm streaming to be something completely different. If you guys are down for that. I think it could be a good idea for the channel, though. So I'd still be, like, maining this game until I beat it, but having, like, a day break could be good. As for double feature, what I mean would be on, like, Monday and Tuesday, let's say, of next week. I'd be streaming. I'd stop streaming, like, at my normal time around 6-ish. And then I'd have dinner, cool off downstairs because, man, it's been hot. Maybe go for a walk if it's not too hot, and then come back and do, like, another part of stream. I mean, that's a good idea. Because this Goober game feels like an eternity. Well, I also know a lot of other variety streamers do that, and it's generally good for their audience, and it mixes things up a bit. It makes the days not feel quite so similar. And I don't want to stop playing this game, but at the same time, I do recognize the value in changing things. And same with Clair Obscure, just playing one game all the time. I think there's value in playing something else, you know. Have you been uploading these gameplay runs to YouTube? Yes. That would be in my like panels that show all of my information of this channel. You can find the link to that second YouTube channel. But yeah, it's called Wild Live, and so everything is up on there. It's usually multiple episodes behind. I think I'm 3 episodes behind, but I'll get another one uploaded later tonight. That should be pretty easy. And then I might have one already that I rendered last night too, so maybe even 2 tonight, depending upon the time I have. Oh, it has chat in it too, so you guys are all internet famous. 'Cause sometimes somebody watches one of those videos and they'll see you guys in there. It's good to take a break every now and again. It's going to sound weird, but my comfort content on YouTube to sleep are Darkest Dungeon runs and competitive League. Well, you've got yourself a playthrough that'll put you to sleep super easy. I like the double feature idea. In fact, do it all. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hi, Mom. I'm on YouTube. But yeah. I listen to Torchless Warrens to fall asleep. That is messed up. And actually, unironically, Popcorn, that is really funny. That is actually unironically really funny. And it's so messed up. It's so messed up, though. Oh my gosh. I hate the Warrens when you turn off the torch so much. It's actually obnoxious. So many memories. You goober. I am a goober. The question is, would you guys like want me to start like on my off day, not like I'm taking the day off, but on my day that I'm not doing Darkest Dungeon, would you guys want me to start Hotline Miami? There's been so much hype for that game, and that was gonna be like the next game, but maybe I start with it as like this like secondary game, and I could have that while I'm playing this, because many of you have said how great that game is, and I have it now. I have it purchased, so I don't have to make like another buy or anything. But that could be a potential game we play. You told us you were going to play Miami weeks ago? Well, I was. It was going to be the next game after we beat this, but like I said, this game's going a long time, and I think it could be really good to like, you know, have one day out of the days I'm streaming during the week and have like a different game for variety, and I think it'd be really fun. Play a PvP match in the Butcher Circus? Did they take long? I could probably do that. I'll stream snipe you and beat you up. You just— oh my gosh, so mean! Flan, why are you so mean to me? you want to be— I don't even have all the best items in the game yet. I'm not even that good. But I might have time for a PvP match, maybe. Someone buy this man Risk of Rain? I did have friends that played that. I think it was Risk of Rain 2, and it did look really fun. That was years ago. That was when we were getting our hardwood floors installed. So, what was that? 2020? 2021? Something like that? I don't know. It was a long time ago. Butcher items will be diff? Oh, they're completely separate, a different pool? Oh, Butcher Circus changes a lot of— yeah, you're right. Because certain skills don't work, or— oh, and it changes them up too. Yeah, to read them all would take forever. It's okay. I'm just fine chilling with you guys, chatting a bit. It's fun. But I don't know. I don't have Risk of Rain. Like I said, I think Hotline Miami could be the game, right? I think so. Personally, like the single player Butcher Circus mod. How does that work? Wait, it's a PvP mode. It's a PvP mode. How's there single player? You don't have to play with people? So wait, it just like makes like random generated like parties that you have to fight? But it's like a mod that makes it like just like fake people? Wow. The more Bing chilling you do, the closer I get. What? Have I played Doki Doki Literature Club? I have. My friend said to like play it one time, and I was like, I don't know what this is. And there was someone else, maybe like a YouTuber, was also playing it, and then I was like, okay. So then I played through the whole thing. That was years ago, but that was a great game. I think I have that on Steam now too. Let me see. But like I said, I have already played it. I don't know how it even works on Steam, because I'm not going to say anything about the game. I do. I got it for free, I think. I already had the game, but I don't even know how that works on Steam, and if you know, you know. The characters you already know are the most same. It's some skills that now deal stress damage. Hound's Harry should deal stress damage. AoE bleed and stress damage. And it might actually be useful. Yeah, with from what we've seen, Christian, there's on Steam, there's something called the Steam Workshop that lets you download mods like directly into the game itself. So like when I'm in this menu, there's like you can view the mods. Because I tried the fast walking and in combat speed, even though Red Slap said he would disown me if I used them. I actually did try them though, and it wasn't my thing, so I disabled them. But like you can just like put them like right in. It's kind of cool. So, yeah.
Let me share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
Look at you slowly but surely growing with your Goober community. I know I'm learning about different games and mods. Yeah, okay, this is a little embarrassing to admit, but like it's true and not true at the same time, right? There are different types of like gamers, right? Like there's that gamer that only plays Call of Duty. And they understand it really well. They might even be really good at it, but that's like all they do. So they're just like a Call of Duty shooter guy. And then there's like the person who only plays like one MMO. So they understand things like DPS. They know HOT. They know daily missions. But they're like in a little bubble, right? But before like 2019 and I got into PC gaming, it was mostly just Nintendo games. So part of me playing so many new games on PC and stuff and of different genres, it's like actually turning me into a real gamer. Because like before I was a real gamer, but like I didn't have the breadth of all the different genres that I've played since I started streaming. Which is so cool. Rocket League is stress damage? How many more first founder bandage are left on your channel? First founder badges. I'm not super familiar with how to check that. That's gonna sound really stupid. That's embarrassing. I don't know how to check that though. As far as I know, you are the first and only founder though. So, however many is after the first? Can I convince you to install the female jester skin? I will maybe look it up. I'm fine with some visual stuff. I don't know, we've played through so much of the game. Shouldn't that be like a second playthrough thing? You played Goober games? Well, still sort of do. I played Goober. I've played so many things. Let's be real. I have played so many. I've played horror games. I've played like that Dream Barbecue. Like I've played like some psychedelic games. This one's like I've played a lot of dark fantasy. To be fair, that's like probably my favorite overall in general, like broadly speaking, right? The Dark Souls series, Lords of the Fallen, etc., right? I don't know, we've played so many good things. We just recently did Dishonored, right? Remember Dishonored? I never played a stealth game before, and that game was great. I'm your #1 founder then? I know, thank you, Hour. My #1 fan. #1 founder and fan, aw, it means a lot. I say that about everything. Wait, what do I say that about everything? Wait, what did I say about everything? That it's my favorite? No, I don't. I don't say everything's my favorite. I just... to be fair, there's almost no games I've played on stream that, like, I've dropped because I, like, didn't like them enough, right? I will say, oh gosh, what was the name of the game called? That I had a lot of complaints about. It was like super old. What was that game called? And everyone wants like the third, and I didn't play the second that had the gravity gun. I'm like actually drawing a blank right now. Half-Life. Half-Life. Do you guys remember Half-Life? Yeah. That one I had the most issues with that just because it was so old. But I need to play Half-Life 2 at some point. There's no getting around it. I will play Darkest Dungeon 2 after this, yes. Not like right after this, but somewhere down the line, 100% I need to. Like, I need to, right? I've not played Portal. People really like Portal. I don't even know if one of my friends who plays like he had a PlayStation way before I did, and he's just played more games in different genres than I have. I I don't even know if he's played it, and I know Portal 2 has like co-op. Um, I don't know if that's how you're supposed to play the game, but it's kind of interesting. Did I end up buying AI Limit? I did not, but I think that's because I'm planning on doing Stellar Blade this year because the sequel's coming out. So I think I think the next Souls game that we do, since Lords of the Fallen 2 got delayed, should be Stellar Blade 1. That's my only reasoning I didn't get AI Limit though, is because I think the next Souls we're gonna do is gonna be Stellar Blade. I didn't know how big your community is, but it'd be fun to do some community games like Mario Kart, party aminals, etc. Well, how does that work? Like, well, Mario Kart's kind of off the table because I don't have a Switch 2 yet. But the Switch 2 is gonna go up in price. Like it's already $450, and it's going up to $500 on the 1st, on September 1st. So technically, I guess in like over a month, but like why is it going to $500? It's so expensive. Put Portal into the to-do list. And Portal 2 has a separate co-op campaign. Oh, okay. I can put that down because Portal's one of those games. Like I'd say Dishonored was this too. I'd say Dishonored was kind of this too. And you know what? Actually, the Dead Space remake as well. But they're like really good games that are shorter, but like also really self-contained and really good that I should definitely play at some point, right? Like Portal's definitely one of those games, like the Dead Space remake, like a really like, I don't know how long the game is. I want to say shorter because I doubt it's a puzzle game, right? But like I should definitely play it at some point. Like it'd be weird not to, especially since I've been streaming. I no longer support Nintendo. Dude, it's so hard. Okay, can I rant for a second? And Miroku's agreeing with you too. Okay, can I rant for a second, guys? Am I allowed to do that? Probably. Okay, so Mario Kart 8, right? And 8 Deluxe. Nintendo, I feel like I need to make a video on this, and this would just be like one part of it. You have development costs for a game. Everybody has development costs for their game, but you can make those costs back by selling your game and people buying it. That's how you make money as a video game studio. Literally, like, everyone who had the console of Nintendo Wii U bought Mario Kart 8. The install base was not huge for the Wii U, but like everybody who had the console had 8. Switch 2 comes out. Everybody has 8 Deluxe. Literally every single gamer that had a Nintendo Switch that I know it got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, if they didn't already have the Wii U version, and even some that did. And even if they spent like 6 years or 7 years or maybe even 8 years, that's a little bit extreme, of development on that game, they could have sold them at like $20, each copy at like $20, and they would have recuperated all of their money back. So the next Mario Kart game comes out, Mario Kart World, for the Nintendo Switch 2, and they price it at $80. And there is no justification for it being that expensive other than greed. Because I guarantee almost everybody who buys a Switch 2 is going to get Mario Kart World. And so even if they priced it at like $40, if everybody in the install base buys the game, and at $40, what a steal, everybody's going to buy it, they recoup their cost. They recoup the cost of making their game. So why charge $80? You want to know why? Because they know people will buy it and there's no other choice. It's so greedy and disgusting, and it just drives me up the wall. They didn't used to be like that. Yeah, and then studios don't want you to own your games anymore either. One of my friends, she doesn't want to buy a Switch 2. Maybe she's changed her mind, but one of the reasons she didn't want to buy a Switch 2 is because like they could just brick your console at a moment's notice. You had no rights at all. If Nintendo wanted to just be like, yeah, you just lost your rights to your games, why? It's in our user license agreement. Bam, brick your console. I get it. And she didn't get one either. Maybe she has one now, but this is not a rant. I think I'd say 99% of gamers would agree. I think so. It's so frustrating. These damn kids these days. They want the new Mario Kart. I want the new Mario Kart game too, but I don't want to pay $80 for it. And there's no reason to. It'll make back its cost. And okay, and this is the opposite of like stupid studios like Ubisoft, where they like make games for like $600 million with like a 5 or 6 year dev cycle, and then they sell the game for like $60, $70. Like, guys, you can't spend that much money developing the game. You won't make the money back. It's not happening. Your games aren't that popular. And then they lost money for like 12 years and then had to sell off their IPs to Tencent. It's just like them being so dumb with money. I feel like this is a rant. If we don't owe games anymore, piracy is no longer theft. That does... If you purchased a game and suddenly a studio says, no, you don't own it anymore, and you pirate it, if you have proof that you own the game, I actually think that's true. It might be different in different countries, but I think if you have proof of purchase of a product and you get it through a different means, I think technically it's still legal to own it, right? I could be a little wrong on that. Literally preaching to the choir. Well, that's good. I went to eat, came back, and see we're still gathering around town. doing a five meeting while taking a break from this darkest dungeon. Yeah. Well, it was kind of funny. Well, I had like 5 minutes. I'm getting texted now by my folks, but I thought we'd just kind of do a sit and chat rant about Nintendo and Mario Kart pricing and stuff like that for a little while I wait for my folks to be ready to eat. And I only had like, I don't know, 10-ish, 15, I guess it's been more like 15 minutes. We probably did have enough time for a dungeon run. But I mean, isn't this, like, I don't know. I'm having fun if you guys are having fun. Just a reminder to make it clear, there must be games, 3 games that are must play this year. Half-Life 2, oh yes, okay, we are 100% doing an evening stream for the Reaminal game. 100%. There's no question. That's definitely going to be a couple evening streams, probably like we did with Little Nightmares. Those were so fun. And then Stellar Blade is definitely on the list. 100% yes. We live for these talks? Yeah. Or live for these talks, sorry. Live. Live to shit talk companies too. Yep. It's just, I just don't understand what they're doing. I'm not even super okay. I obviously I'm up to date on this stuff, and at least to some degree. And I've thought about making like a YouTube video just like ranting like this, but the whole video game industry crash, people talk about it. Even if it doesn't happen, there's definitely some elements that show that it will, like, there's going to be some huge consequences. Consoles and games can't continue getting more expensive. They can't continually have bad consumer rights for customers for the digital goods and like weed out physical ones. Gaming media, let's be real, gaming media doesn't give a crap about us. Like, a lot of the stuff that they put out there makes no sense to normal gamers. Like, the whole industry is just like having so many issues. It's like, how does it not collapse? But indie's fine. Indie's totally good. They're like rocking it, you know? What about Dead Space 2? Reaminal's a bit short. We could potentially do Dead Space 2. That one doesn't have a remake, unfortunately. Guys, I loved playing through Dead Space last year. It was the remake, but oh my gosh, it was so good. I never thought it would be that good. I thought I would enjoy it. I did, and it ended up being like a really special game. So fun. There's a reason why 3 to 4 PS5 emulators are nearing completion, and no one's talking about them or complaining. I know. Yeah, and Pokemon lost their lawsuit against Palworld. Okay, oh my gosh, first legal loss in history, and good. And good. I love Pokemon. You guys know that. I have my icon for my Discord is a Pokeball, right? I've loved the franchise forever, but they're just completely in the wrong. Absolutely completely in the wrong, and they deserve to lose that lawsuit. I don't think I'll play Palworld on stream, but I do want to like talk to one of my to a couple of my friends and see if they're interested. One of them had already played it a little bit, and then one of them I know doesn't have it. Two of them don't have it, but I thought we'd maybe eventually play that. But it's so stupid that like Pokemon will only get better if they're pushed to get better, and that's it. Obviously, people say like, oh, it's competition. But it's not even just, like, I guess you could consider it competition, but, like, if you do anything in life, you generally only get better when you're pushed to get better. Not always. Sometimes you can push yourself and you don't need external factors. It can be intrinsic. But a lot of times you need somebody to push you, you know? The Xbox price is increasing again? No way. Holy crap. Are you serious? That's brutal. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Is that the third time? I feel like that's the third time they've bumped the price. That's insane. Yeah, they wanted to put a patent on like throwing balls and catching creatures. And it's like I hate the idea of putting like trademarks and stuff on game mechanics. I hate that. Get that out. No gamer wants that. No gamer wants to have any game mechanic ever like locked away so that another like studio or developer can't innovate on it or try it or do something different with it. That's like so anti-consumer, it's ridiculous. And it's just not, it doesn't help the creative like flow of the industry. Almost all the best games have iterations, right? This game that we're playing right now, think about all of the different elements that it's taken from the games before it. It didn't come out of nowhere. Obviously, it's very unique. I've never played a game like this, right? It's very unique. But it's taken tons of inspiration from other games and genres. Right? It's got it. I would classify this as like a dungeon crawler Nuzlocke. A turn-based dungeon crawler Nuzlocke is like how I describe it. But it has so many elements from roguelikes. Obviously, turn-based RPGs have had so much influence over it. The art direction is very inspired. I don't know why other games haven't tried a little bit more to do this, but man. New Xbox CEO about to bury the company for good. It would suck. I don't want companies to fail. I've had this conversation a lot with my friends, but when Disney, they're still technically doing it. When Disney was making so much Marvel content, people couldn't keep up, and the quality was just dying. We don't want Disney to die. We want them to fix it. Like, just fix what you're doing wrong. Make better choices. Make better choices. And it's the same thing with these companies. I don't want Xbox to die. I've never had an Xbox. My friends has had multiple Xboxes throughout the years. I don't want them to die. I want them to make better life choices. Be a better CEO. Rumor that Microsoft started to not care about Xbox anymore because they haven't been making nearly as much money as they hoped. I mean, to some degree, they have to like have original games that people have to buy, right? They have to have those games like, oh, I need to buy this. But that comes to like version exclusives or exclusivity deals, which those suck too, right? But the second you don't have those and you just make games, you know what happens, right? If you just make games, then people will just buy them on whatever the best console is or the cheapest console potentially. And I don't think Xbox can compete with PC. And I don't really even think that they can truly compete with PlayStation entirely, but specifically not PC. And you could even argue Switch because it's cheaper. Have I seen the new Avengers trailer? Abysmal dog shit. I didn't think it was that bad, but I'm not excited. And I'm a huge Marvel fan, guys, but I feel like we're missing a movie. Did anyone else feel like that? I feel like we're missing like a movie or two to like really establish Doom, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that we needed some movie or something, maybe a couple, to like establish Doom before we just throw everyone together? I don't know. I didn't hate the trailer either. I didn't see that and say it was trash, but like I'm not excited, and I should be. I'll see that movie in theaters probably. I'll let my best friend see it, and if he says that it's good, I will go see it in theaters, legitimately. But that should have been a huge W, and that trailer felt like it was almost like nostalgia baiting or something. I feel like we've been missing a lot of movies since Endgame. I've said it like a million times, but I truly do wish at the end of Endgame, if after Iron Man did the snap, and it returned all the people that were dead, that's the event that triggered humanity to start to develop the X gene. And it would have gone into, the world was in chaos, all these people come back that were gone. Captain America, the TV show, kind of touched on that a little bit, but then all of a sudden people start showing up with the X gene and mutants get introduced. It could have actually been good, but they had no plan. They had no plan of what they were doing after Endgame. You need a plan. You need I don't know how do you have a big franchise without having a plan of what the hell you're doing? But yeah, it was nostalgia bait. Missing a whole universe at this point. Yeah, it's just we're missing so many things, and they have like X-Men, right? They have like X-Men that are going to be in this thing, but it's like we haven't been especially the more normies. I know you guys probably don't care about this if you're big Marvel fans or superhero fans like I am, but like it's so fun to have such good stories that you can introduce normies to these movies, the older like Marvel movies, and they were just as good. They were. You could show somebody Iron Man, have them watch that movie, and by the end of it, they wanted to see more Iron Man. They wanted to see Robert Downey Jr. It was so great. And and the X-Men are so one of my favorite, if not my favorite superhero team, right? So making a movie with the budget that Disney and Marvel has, knowing that they have experienced enough writers because they made these other movies, it should be a slam dunk. It should be easy. Been a hardcore Marvel fan since the 80s? Yeah. And they have the skill. They have the skill. Iron Man 1 is so good. I just use that as an example. You're right. First of all, you're right. But like, I just use that as an example that you don't need to be a comic fan. You don't need to be a Marvel fan to watch most Marvel movies, especially like some of the early ones, and have just a hell of a good time. Because the writing's good, the character's good. Yeah, it's a little campy. It's serious when it needs to be, and a lot of times in those old movies, there's stakes. But it's also silly when it needs to be. It doesn't take itself overly serious. It's not too grim and dark. And just almost anybody can watch those movies and just fall in love. The early Marvel movies made comic fans out of people that can't. Yeah. It can't be said of lately. You're right. The new movies don't do that. Rumor has it they'll have Professor X die again for the 100th time. Oh my gosh. So cringe. That's so cringe. I don't even know what to say. That's awful. Guys, Logan was great. You remember Logan? Yeah, leave Patrick Stewart alone. Alright, I'm gonna put in GG's. This is fun. This is fun. Maybe I need to do a day where we just chat like this. I don't know. I don't know if anyone would be interested. And you guys are all still here. I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. But we defeated another boss. I'm riding a high, guys. I'm riding a high. Tomorrow's gonna be great too. Oh, yeah, tomorrow we fight another boss. We can go after the Bug Island Siren. Chat like this during chill, relaxing games like Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, I know that there are some games that this just is not going to work during, just because, you know, it's too action-paced, but this is perfect. Pay attention to the ancestors' words before the third phase of the siren. Even if I don't and I'm talking over it, which I don't, I always am quiet, but you can listen to
you
here.
will know the tragic extent of my failings.
We can listen to all 3 parts next time, actually. That's gonna be awesome. We could listen to them all back to back, and we can hear about how messed up our ancestor is. Wait, these have voice lines? Oh, no, okay. Wait, how do I have so many of these journal pages? Oh, there's different ones. Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't understand. All right. Anyways, yeah, we'll plan on doing that tomorrow, so hopefully I see some of you guys then. It'll be a good Friday stream. Maybe I'll have a drink or two while we play. I haven't done that in forever. It could be fun. Just don't tell anyone, okay? You wouldn't know anyways. Well, right now I have water. It's just so bloody hot. Professional VA mod for the characters would be amazing. Imagine Jennifer English voicing the Vestal. Oh, it'd be awesome. Oh, that would be cool. I kind of like it the way it is though, just with text bubbles. For this style of game, I actually kind of like it. If they got big voice actors like that, it'd be great. Darkest drinking. Yeah, we could call it darkest drinking. That sounds wrong. Darkest dungeon drinking. That sounds better, but also kind of like a tongue twister. I don't know. For every failed stun, take a shot. Oh my god, you would be under the table because you're unlucky. We're usually not that unlucky. But anyways, I'm gonna go grab some dinner. I will be back on tomorrow. I hope to see you all there. And we will continue with our journey, continue talking, and then probably do our like double feature stream either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday next week. So we'll see about that. Definitely a GG's day. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'm wild. Catch you in the next one.